welcome to the wrap-up call for the VIP Ignite Model Actor 30X Bootcamp. Oh, yeah. Can you tell it's been an amazing couple days? We've had such a great couple of days. We've interviewed so many talent. We have so many cool things to go over tonight. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let people start logging on live. So if you are watching me live on Facebook, drop a comment so that I know that you are here. We are going to have Mr. Michael Fomkin come on. We are going to have Miss Alicia Kavak come on. We are going to have a surprise guest come on later on today. And then we're also going to have the one and only Debbie Davis get on here with us as well. So what I want you to do is, again, if you're on this live, comment, let me know. I'm here. Hello. Oh my gosh. And if you can let me know your name also, because I see that we have some people that says Facebook user. So when you got on this stream, you should have received some instructions about how to add your name. Hi, Sava. And we have Sava, Karlicht, and Haya. Awesome. So we're really excited to have you guys here tonight. I know that boot camp that we had this weekend was amazing. So while we're waiting for people to get on in the comments, hi Sid. While we are waiting for people to get on, also if you're watching this, drop a heart. No matter what group you're watching us in, give us a heart, give us a like, give us a whatever it is. Give us some kind of emoji too, so that I know that you guys are here. Awesome. We are so excited to see you. Hi, Constance Christie. How are you? Awesome. All right. So, yeah, we're going to get started in just a couple of minutes, but there is no link for Zoom. We've decided to do something a little bit different to throw you guys off your track a little bit and do a StreamYard. So don't worry. You're still going to see our screens. You're still going to be able to hear us and see us, but this is just a little bit of a different platform. We thought, you know what? We're always on Zoom. Let's do something different. Is it okay if we do something different? If that's okay, type "that's amazing" in the comments. I'm adjusting. As you guys can see, I'm sitting tonight. I'm not used to sitting, so like, I don't know how. Oh, I know meow meow. I know who that one is. It's so funny when you guys leave comments. I'm like, I know who that person is just based on their comments. Awesome. It's okay. Okay, good. That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Rome King and Facebook user. I appreciate that. The only downside of using StreamYard is that people, for whatever reason, don't want to put their names in. And now I'm like, I have to guess. So if I say Facebook user, it could be you. I don't know. Also, again, do me a favor, everyone. If you're watching this, no matter which group you're in, give us a heart, give us a love. Let us know that you're here, okay? Because the other thing is that will allow more people to see this. And I do have a pretty amazing setup there, Karlicht. But yeah, so make sure you guys give us a heart, give us some love, give us some kind of reaction, because that'll let Facebook see this, because we want as many people as possible to see this. Excuse me. Got the energy drink tonight, guys. So that means that you guys know that you guys are going to be in for a fun evening. And that's exactly. Meow means I'm just saying. Awesome. All right, guys. So what was your favorite part about boot camp this weekend? Let me know in the comments. Again, this is going to be a conversation. This isn't... Craig Bruce, stop judging me right now. Please stop judging me. Oh, okay, everyone. I have Miss Alicia Kavak here. Should we add her to the stream? Give me some hearts if we're going to. All right, Alicia, are you ready?
Hi.
Welcome to our StreamYard.
I was like, is this a Zoom? What's happening? Oh my God.
I don't know. I literally sent you the link.
I know you did. And then I was going through my email going, why can't I find the Zoom link? Oh, because it's
a StreamYard link. Don't worry. That's what
I was streaming for the stream. Oh, hi.
I literally had people all day. Janine, what's the Zoom link? What's the Zoom link? I can't find the link.
I know, there's a million emails going out from me. And I was like, oh shit. Like, am I going to miss my own call? There's thunderstorms. The power just went out for a second. Every single time I have to do a Zoom, it's like literally so I'm sorry I'm a couple minutes late, but I had to reboot the computer. It went off. I was like, hey,
the only thing that matters is that you are here right now.
I'm here and I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh. We have been working on this call all day long. Literally, I think I think it's since like 7 a.m. we've been working on this, and I'm so excited for what we're going to be going over tonight. What Mike's going to be going over. Oh my gosh, you have some big surprises for everyone.
I do. I know today's going to be a good day because when I go to my phone and I see Michael Fomkin texting me at 6:37 a.m., I'm like, what did I do? Am I in trouble? And I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. So I'm here for the ride. Hi, Craig Bruce. Congratulations.
I'm
Hi,
here for the
Colonel.
ride too.
I'm just looking. Roxanne. Nadia. What's up, Nadia?
Oh yeah, Nadia. I can see Nadia's name. I've had the opportunity to get Nadia all set up on Truth Management today. That was pretty exciting.
Oh, cool.
All live and ready to go.
Yeah, super fun.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So again, if you're watching us in the comments, what was your favorite part about boot camp? Because this is kind of like a recap call, and then we're going to be doing some new things as well. So what was your favorite part about boot camp? I know that someone said Randy Goodwin. He's always a fan favorite. My goodness gracious. Like he's just the energy that he brings to everything that he does is so amazing. It's just like I just get so excited every time I have the opportunity to even be on a call with him. Do you remember when you and Mike called? You guys were in LA and you were like, Deneen, I have someone that you need to talk to, and I was like, okay. And Mike said, yeah, you're gonna like him. You just have to talk to him for 10 minutes. Randy and I talked for an hour and a half that first day, Alicia. It was crazy.
I remember that. Yeah. And I met Randy through Mark Schoenfeld in Hollywood at one of Robert Kalinsky's shows. So you see how this all works?
Yep.
It's just the layering. It's the lasagna effect.
Yep. And someone said Robert Galinsky was their favorite part about boot camp. He's another one. Like I love having the opportunity to be around Galinsky. Like it's so crazy because he's in New York and I'm in Philadelphia right now. I'm right outside of Philly, and I'm not even going to be able to see him just so because crazy. Like of the travel and all of that. Someone else, their favorite part was writing about your why. That's awesome. I love that so much because you know what? Again, I talk to talent. We talk to talent all the time, like all day long. And for me, people, if you don't know your why you're doing this is going to be a very short-lived career because you know what? The first time you come upon an obstacle, the first time you come upon something that like kind of makes you a little bit unsteady, that's it. It's like game over.
Yeah.
Oh, for someone watched the highlights. Oh, Sid said that Mark Schoenfeld was her favorite part. Your comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there, right? Your comfort zone is a barren desert. Like why? Like I know that people like to be comfortable. I mean, I like to be comfortable, but you know what? Being comfortable, get comfortable being uncomfortable. That's my comfort zone these days. My being out of my comfort zone. All right, let's see here. All right, guys. So we are going to get started in just a couple of minutes. We're waiting for Mike to get everything all situated, but he has some big surprises for you. Wanda, everyone, Alicia, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wanda, I don't know what to tell you. I don't even know why I'm talking to you because you can't hear me. All right. All right. So again, I just want to ask you guys, let us know what your favorite part about boot camp was. Also, what have you guys implemented? Here's even better. What have you implemented since Sunday? What have you implemented? Talked about budgeting, about ROI, tools to use to be creative on social media. Nice. You're going to get even more tools tonight, Roxanne. I hope you're ready.
Get that toolbox.
Get that toolbox.
Dazzle it. Let's dazzle that toolbox.
Awesome. Okay, scrolling up here. Let's see here. Awesome. All right, guys. So again, we're going to have Mike get on in just a couple minutes. If you like that was a good one too. The staples for your wardrobe. That was great too. How many of you are looking at your wardrobe? I know for me, I was like, I don't even have any clothes. I was ready to go shopping. Thank you, Ryan Colby. Yeah, but knowing what staples to keep in your wardrobe is very important. All right, guys. So I see the man of the hour is here. Are you guys ready to hear from the one, the only, Mr. Michael Fomkin? If you are, let us know in the comments. Type his name in the comments. And I know that we're on a slight delay, so I want to bring you on. Hello, Mr. Pumpkin. How are you?
What's up, everybody? Oh my God, I'm on StreamYard. I was like in some kind of magic like green room waiting for you to bring me on stage. That was so cool. I felt like I was at a VIP Ignite event. But normally I'm the one like in the green room getting the speakers. Okay, guy, you're up next. You're up next. So here
And
I
I'm
was in
picking
the
out
green
the
room.
M&M colors. No yellow for Ryan. No green for Mark Schoenfeld.
Exactly. Yeah, Ryan does not like green M&Ms. I have to literally pick them out one at a time. One at a time.
Oh,
All
Ryan.
right. So I'm so excited. We have a lot of information to go over with you guys tonight. I want to I love doing these wrap up calls. We haven't done them in a while. I think it's such a great way to put a cherry on the top for an event, especially because I think the events are so overwhelming. There's so much information, so much content that comes through. Obviously, we met some incredible talent over the past few days. I believe we got like 15 or 20 more interviews coming up with prospective talent that literally their lives are going to change in so many different ways. So I want to go over some basic stuff tonight, reveal a couple of different surprises, some announcements. You guys are going to get to hear it all here first, so that's pretty cool. And I know Alicia has a lot to share with you guys too. We're going to bring on some special guests at the end tonight that'll be waiting in the wings soon enough. But what I want to talk to you guys about is we kind of started a little bit about ChatGPT and about how to utilize that, how it's changing the industry and so forth. And but what I want to do is like, how do you use that to really benefit your career, right? Like ChatGPT is like a little bit overwhelming. It's like a new technology. Everyone's talking about it. But I think at the end of the day, you have to realize that the most valuable asset you're going to have is not based upon technology, but it's based upon who you are. What are your core values? What do you believe in? What are the things that make you who you are that a casting director, an agency, a record producer would want to raise their hand and say, you know what, that's somebody I want to work with, right? That's the type of person that I want to be in their circle, right? I think because, when you think about getting signed to an agency, working with a casting director, being on a movie, for 6 months or a year, or being on a television show for 10 years, that's like a relationship, right? And you want to make sure, like, especially for people who've been working in this industry for so many years, they want to make sure that they're going to vibe with the right people, right? Every agency kind of has that certain style that they're looking for, whether it's looks or personality, that's going to best appeal to their clients. And I think so many talent, when they first start in the industry, they don't think about that, right? Everyone just says, I want an agent, I want a booking, I want a job, but they don't ever take into consideration, how do I become that person? And I know we go over this a lot, and we talk about everything from having the right photos, having the right marketing materials, having the right agency, having all these different tools. But what I want to do tonight is take a step back, and I want to kind of create that personality that people are going to be automatically attracted to. And I want to find out who you are at your core, who you really are at your core, and how do we amplify that by giving you a platform for people to now be attracted to you, instead of you always reaching out and trying to pull people in, that people now are naturally attracted to you. So I'm really excited to show this to you guys. I know we only have a short period of time, so I'm going to go over a lot of information at the end. I have some things that I put together. So, if this is something you want to take even further, I'm going to give everybody the opportunity to really accelerate and to elevate their career to an even higher level. How does that sound? Does everybody sound excited? All right, let's make this happen. So I'm going to share my screen, and let me see how this goes here. I know we're going to go into like a little bit of a time warp. All right, let's see here. Okay. All right, can everybody see my screen? Yes. Oh, we got the time warp effect. All right, let me switch over to a different window. All right, and let's switch over. Can everybody see ChatGPT on the screen?
You're good now, sir.
Okay, good. That's what I love to hear. All right, so this is ChatGPT. But before I talk about it, I want to kind of keep this down to like a simple exercise tonight, and I'm giving you guys a free gift at the end of the call that'll really give you the opportunity to explore this at a deeper level. Okay. But what I want to talk to you about, guys, and I dropped these in earlier, and hopefully everyone got to see them. If not, I'm going to go over them kind of really quick. But what I want to talk about to you guys is about having a manifesto. And a manifesto is a kind of like a document that you write to yourself. And it's about who you really are, right? It's like who you are as a person. What are the values that you stand for? What are the things that you believe in? What are the goals that you want to accomplish? And I put something together for both, Alicia and Deneen, and also one on the company. I just want to kind of show you theirs real quick. So let me see if this will open up. All right. So you guys can see that on my screen. Yes. I need a yes. Yes. Everybody can see it.
Yes.
Okay, good. So we can see here's one on Alicia, right? So this is Alicia's manifesto, Alicia Kabak's personal journey of empowerment, right? So one of her core values is she stands for women's empowerment. She stands for talents empowerment. Her beliefs are to help others, right? So she's the CEO, co-founder of VIP Ignite. This is her personal manifesto, a declaration of her commitment to leading with authenticity, empowering others, fostering growth, making a lasting impact. I invite you to join me on this incredible journey of self-discovery, empowerment, and transformation. Together, we'll embrace our power, create meaningful connections, and strive for greatness. And how amazing is that? That really, for those of you who have been to events and have the opportunity to work with Alicia at a very high level, obviously that sounds a lot like her. That's like who she really is at her core. She's always giving. She's always helping, right? She fights for her talent, right? People, when they want an agent, they want somebody to manage them. They want somebody to introduce them to people who can snap their fingers and change their life. You want somebody like that, somebody whose sole purpose is to help others, right? It's not always about them, but it's about how they can give back. And of course, as you go through, right, embrace the power within. I believe in the inherent power that lies within each individual. I will tap into my own strength, resilience, and unwavering determination to create a lasting impact on the lives of those around me. I will inspire others to recognize their own potential and encourage them to fearlessly pursue their dreams, right? And look how the word fearlessly is in there, because obviously one of the mantras that we have is our fearless rebels, right? Our manifesto for our talent. So lead with authenticity and integrity. I'm committed to leading with authenticity and unwavering integrity in every aspect of my life. I will stay true to my values, embracing honesty, transparency, and compassion. By leading with integrity, I will foster trust and create a safe space for growth and transformation, right? So you can see, empower others to discover their purpose. I am passionate about empowering others to discover their purpose and unleash their full potential. I will be a guiding light, providing the tools, knowledge, and support necessary for individuals to uncover their passions, embrace their unique talents, and create a meaningful impact in the world. So cultivate lifelong learning, right? And you can see, again, these are all things that's a part of who she really is at her core. So for Lana, create a community of collaboration and support. Wow, right? Think of the events that she holds, the whole concept of the company and who she truly is, it matches, right? So it's not only about the things she stands for, it's about the things she believes in. Those things carry over to her company, right? Because a company becomes a part of that personality, of the people that are a part of it, right? That's why you see we attract some of the best people in the world, right? Some of the most amazing people on the planet all come to our events. They all want to be a part of this because like attracts like, right? Right? Impact lives, inspire change, right? I recognize the power I hold to impact lives and inspire positive change. I'll use my platform to uplift others, amplify voices, and create opportunities for growth and success. Through mentorship, education, and advocacy, I will actively contribute to a world where everyone has a chance to thrive and achieve their dreams, right? Embrace fearlessness, embody possibility, right? So you see here, this is something that now when Alicia's like, this will become a part of her press kit, it'll become a part of her social media, become a part of the website, where when people are new or we're working with higher level speakers, we're working with some of the, the most amazing people on the planet, and they say, hey, tell me more about you, right? She's going to be on a radio show, or she's going to be on a TV show, or she's, working on some aspect from a media standpoint. This allows the individuals who want to work with her to be able to see who she really is at her core, to learn a little bit more about her. So it's going deeper than just a website. It's going deeper than just social media, right? This is really about who she is. And when the person that this connects with says, wow, this is the type of person I want to work with, it provides the perfect relationship, okay? And, and it's the same thing that we did for Deneen, right? Unleashing the Potential, Manifesto with Deneen White, right? Hers is a little bit layout of a little different layout. So I, Deneen White, embark on a journey of self-discovery, growth, and empowerment. With unwavering determination, I declare my personal manifesto a testament to my values, aspirations, and commitment to making a meaningful impact on the world. The manifesto embodies the essence of who I am and outlines the path I will tread as I strive for greatness and inspire those around me. So for those of you who know Deneen at a higher level, you'll see here, I embrace my purpose with fervor, aligning my actions with my deepest passions. I will wholeheartedly pursue my dreams, unearthing my true calling and igniting the flame of enthusiasm with me. I understand that my unique gifts and talents are meant to be shared for the betterment of others. So, and Deneen's her core values are about helping people, about having a purpose, about having passion. Right. So those of you that had to work with her, personally on a one-on-one basis or had the opportunity to meet her in real life at our live events, this is her, right? This is who she truly is. She's all about growth and learning, right? I embrace a growth mindset, continuously seeking knowledge, insight, and personal development. I'm dedicated to expanding my horizons, embracing new experiences, and challenging myself beyond the boundaries of comfort, right? If you were following her journey, you saw she was just launched into space a few weeks ago. She literally went on a roller coaster that went upside down several times for the first time. So she's about new experiences. She's about always learning. And she's also, but at the same time, she's about the opportunity to learn, evolve, and become the best version of herself. She's always trying to improve herself, right? She's all about resilience and perseverance, authenticity, integrity, okay? So you can see, and she's also about empathy and compassion. I cultivate empathy and compassion, seeking to understand the struggles and triumphs of others. I will be a beacon of support and a listening ear for those in need, right? Raise your hand, click a heart if you have ever had to reach out to Deneen because you were not in that right place at that right moment, and she was that person that was there for you. And I pledge to uplift and empower individuals, fostering a nurturing environment where everyone's unique voice is heard and valued. Okay. And this is a great manifesto, right? Collaboration, synergy, right? And you can see all the different purposeful impact. I'm driven by a deep desire to make a positive impact on the world. I will utilize my skills, knowledge, and influence to affect meaningful change, leaving a lasting legacy of inspiration, empowerment, and transformation. I am committed to creating a ripple effect that touches the lives far beyond my own. Okay. So, and then you can see a conclusion. I commit to this personal manifesto, a guiding light that will steer me towards greatness with unwavering dedication. I will embody these principles and live out my purpose with passion, authenticity, and integrity. I will preserve through challenges, uplift others, and leave an indelible mark on the world. This manifesto serves as a declaration of my unwavering commitment to a personal growth, meaningful impact, and the pursuit of purpose-driven life. Now, this is something that when you do this, you print this out, right? This is something you can read every day. This is something on those days when you just feel like the world's against you, you go back and you remember who you really are at your core, okay? And now think about if you were hiring somebody and you had access to something like this, how meaningful would that be, right? How much better do you know Deneen and Allie if you were to read through those once or twice? You're going to really know them in a lot deeper way. So as you're going through their social media, you're going through their resume, you're learning more about the company, you're learning more about them, all of a sudden things start clicking, right? All of a sudden now you're like, wow, now that post makes sense. Now the things that they do make sense. Now the times when they push me really hard make sense because at their true core, they're about helping others. They're about giving back. They're about no nonsense. But at the same time, there's that person who has that listening ear, that person who's going to have that compassion to want to help me, to want to succeed. That's why when you always hear Deneen saying, I want you to be our next success story, right? Because she's looking for those people that she can be compassionate and be able to help them to rise above everything. And then obviously one here is about the company, right? Unleashing your potential, right? One of the values, embrace your fearlessness, right? As a company, we believe that fearlessness is not the absence of fear, but the audacity to pursue our dreams despite it. We encourage you to let go of self-doubt, take risks, and step boldly into the spotlight. With VIP Ignite as your guide, we will unlock the power of your fearlessness and ignite the flames of your true potential. Harness the power of your unique voice. We talk about this all the time on Bootcamp, right? In today's world, it's all about what makes you unique. We celebrate individuality and the power of your unique voice. Your story, experiences, and perspectives are the building blocks of your success. Together, we explore the depths of your authenticity, amplifying your voice to inspire, captivate, and create impact. VIP Ignite will guide you in finding a distinct path and crafting a narrative that resonates with others. Sorry, guys. Cultivate an unshakable mindset, right? We believe that success starts from within. In the realm of our thoughts and beliefs, VIP Ignite will empower you to cultivate an unshakable mindset, a foundation built on resilience, determination, and unwavering self-belief. Through mindset mastery, we'll conquer self-limiting beliefs, overcome obstacles, embrace the challenges that come with the pursuit of your dreams. Those of you that have been on our boot camps and are part of our company, we bring in some of the best speakers in the world. You guys have the opportunity to listen and be on stage with people like Les Brown, right? Greg Reed. Les Brown's a motivational speaker. He's been heard by over 1.1 billion people around the world. Okay, these are some of the greatest speakers in the world. People pay hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you guys have access to them on free boot camps. Okay, like how amazing is that? And we always talk about mindset, right? With a new mindset gives you what? New results, right? We talk about this, and here you see this is built in to our company manifesto. This is who the company is. As a company, this is who we truly are at our core, right? We understand that the biggest thing that will hold people back, it's not talent or connections, right? At the end of the day, that first roadblock is your mindset. I'm too old to do this. I'm not good enough to do this. I live in the wrong location. I can't afford this. But what happens if nobody right? It's all about that. You need to cultivate. We need to cultivate an unshakable mindset, right? And that's what we do. And that's why you see so many success stories. That's what sets us apart, where we don't even have competition at this level, because we've been doing this for so long and we surround ourselves with the best people. I say that so many times. Go out and find the best people in the world and work with them, right? Just the other day, we had Keith Shockley. Okay, he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's in the African American Hall of Fame. He's part of Public Enemy. He's one of the greatest producers, one of the greatest writers, top 3 songs ever. Okay, literally spending 2.5 hours with our talent on a private coaching call, just literally sitting there, sharing his stories, sharing his advice. And I literally was reading all the testimonials, and it was just amazing. Like, it's just like wow, like what an incredible company. But if we didn't have that mindset, that unshakable mindset, we wouldn't be able to bring those types of people to the table. Embracing lifelong learning and growth. We are always learning, right? We're always improving. We're always saying, what's next? What can we do better? How can we improve things, right? We recognize that growth is a lifelong journey, and learning is the fuel that propels us forward. VIP Ignite will inspire you to embrace continuous learning, constantly expanding your skills, knowledge, and perspectives through ongoing education and self-improvement. We'll stay at the forefront of our industries, adapt to evolving landscapes, and unlock new possibilities, right? For a lot of you guys, I know one of the things you always say is, wow, the things I learn at VIP and the people I get to meet, literally 6 months or a year later, all of a sudden I see them trending. But I knew about that 6 months earlier, because we always want to stay ahead of the curve. Right? We foster authentic connections and collaboration. This is one of our deepest parts of our core values. We value the power of authentic connections and collaborative relationships. VIP Ignite will create a supportive and inclusive community where aspiring talents come together, share experiences, and uplift one another. We believe that true success is not achieved in isolation, but through the strength of genuine relationships and the spirit of collaboration. We impact lives and inspire others. We're just not in pursuit of personal success, but are committed to using our talents to improve lives and inspire others. VIP Ignite will guide you in understanding the responsibility that comes with success, to uplift others, create positive change, and leave a lasting legacy. Together, we will harness our collective influence to make a difference in the world. And I think this is so important that everyone on here that's listening to this call, whether you're here live in the present or perhaps in the future, what is your legacy? How do you want to be remembered, right? What kind of greatness do you want to have, right? Because every single day, this should be a part of who you are. When you wake up in the morning, what impact am I going to leave on, right? Am I just here breathing air? Would I be better off just coming back as a butterfly? Because then at least I bring beauty to the world. What am I really doing every day? And you really need to start thinking about that. And the younger you are, the more important it is. And if you're a little bit older, this is something that really it's never too late to make a difference. It's never too late to start a career. It's never too late to make a change. So many people will live their life in fear, never making that change and never realizing how great they could have been because they weren't willing to believe in themselves. And again, have a new mindset, you'll get new results. We dare to dream bigger. We dare to dream bigger, to defy limitations, and to aim for the extraordinary. VIP Ignite will ignite the fire of possibility within you, encouraging you to envision a future beyond your wildest dreams. We will dare to break through boundaries, challenge the status quo, and create our own path towards greatness. Okay? And this is our manifesto. How cool is this, right? How would you guys like to have something like this for yourself? Okay? Now, let me show you how we're going to do that. But what I want to show you is the importance of why I want this done, right? And this is going to be something that's going to be mandatory for our talent on a go-forward basis. I'm going to kind of show you Deneen's Instagram here, right? So you can see Deneen's Instagram here, and you can see she has this little link on here in Linktree, right? So if I want to kind of learn a little bit more about Deneen, right, I can see her some of her pictures here. Here she is with Russell Brunson. Here she is with Keith Shockley. Oh my God, there I am, right? Mark Victor Hansen, probably one of the greatest authors in the world. He has sold over 500 million copies of his book. Okay. He's just absolutely amazing. I'm going to share something with you about him in a little bit. So I'm so glad that picture was right there. If you're not familiar with him, he wrote the books Chicken Soup for the Soul. Okay. A lot of you guys probably have read those books, probably have a dozen of them. He's written hundreds of books. He's so amazing. And I literally was on a 2.5-hour call with him the other day. And I want to share something with you guys about that. That's really going to change the whole perspective of your life and definitely our lives. But I'm going to save that for a little bit. But so I can go here and I can kind of see a little bit about Deneen, and she's celebrating happy birthday. I can see the podcast. I can see a lot of content from the company. So I kind of have an idea of who she is. But if I was doing, let's just say I was a casting director, or I was an agency, right? I was looking to sign her, right? So I can see she's the chief marketing officer of Truth Management. Obviously, she's a public figure, but what does that really mean? So when I click on her LinkedIn, so say I was a press agent, and I says, hey, you know what? If you want to learn a little bit more about her, go check out her Instagram, check out her social media, a TikTok. But where the bio link is, I just want you to click on that link, because I think that's going to give you a lot deeper of an appreciation of who she is. So when somebody comes along and they click on this, all of a sudden this little link tree comes up, and a lot of you guys might be familiar with this. But then all of a sudden, right at the top is her manifesto. So now all of a sudden, the very first thing I'm driving that traffic to is to learn who she really is at her core. Okay. Then from there, I can see, oh, wow, she's a speaker. Oh, she's represented. She has an agent, right? Expertise, mindset, unblocking obstacles, internet marketing, copyright, right? Automation, master networker. She has different speaking topics, accomplishments, right? That she's done. I got her portfolio, right? I can pull up her portfolio, see a little bit more about her, right? So what's really great is all of a sudden now, as I'm going through this, I start learning who she is. I'm reading that manifesto, right? I can check her out on LinkedIn, right? So I can pull up her LinkedIn. Oh, wow, I can see here, Publicist, VIP Ignite. Oh, wow, she's got a lot of contacts, right? I can see some of the posts that she has. So now all of a sudden, I start getting a lot deeper understanding of who she is. And when I come back to that manifesto, I'm like, okay, this is somebody I want to work with. This is somebody I'm really comfortable with, right? And what's really important is that for you guys, and obviously for Deneen, obviously she works with the company, so she obviously had joined me for our next Model and Act Bootcamp, right? Join us for our next live Zoom audition, right? She has a personal blog. Let's check that out. Oh, wow, right? So you can see she's very religious, right? She has some articles here. So now all of a sudden I can start reading and following along. I help people overcome their limiting beliefs by taking personal responsibility over their mindset so they can achieve their goals. So now I can spend this, like literally so quickly, I have all this information in a very, very organized format. And the thing why I'm bringing this up for you guys is that for a lot of you guys that are starting out, and even for people who've been doing this for a long time, it's when I go to your Instagrams, I'm not getting an organized fashion about this. I'm not able to really send casting directors and agencies and clients to your social media because it's just not well put together. And I understand you're brand new, but by having this here, this makes a big difference. And having that manifesto makes all the difference in the world because it gives you a starting point, right? And now think about this. Now think about if we took that concept of the need, right? So up here would be the manifesto. Here would be the link to truth management. Here would be the link to LinkedIn, right? Here would be your link to TikTok, to YouTube, to your blog, to whatever it may be, right? Like if you look at something like this, right? So let's just say I went to truth management, and let's just see, I'll pull somebody up here. Let's see who I can pull up. All right. For those of you not familiar, Truth Management is our mother agency. We represent talent of different ages, different looks, different ethnicities, right? We're all about what makes people unique. So if I go through here, let me see. All right. So you can see all the different talent we have. All right. And these are all people that fall under lifestyle. Right. So how about Sava? Let's pull up Sava. Like I said, you just recently got his headshots done in Orlando. So now this link here, so you see this link right here. This link can be cut and paste and then put right on here, right? So now I would have Suava's manifesto here. The second link would go right to Truth Management. So now as a talent, as a model, as an actor, I would be able to say, hey, great, check out my bio. That way you can get in contact with my agency. You'd be able to instantaneously pull up my portfolio, right? Let me see where my portfolio went here, right? So now all of a sudden I can instantly pull up Suava's portfolio, right? So now I can see his pictures, right? So just like that, so I'm driving traffic from my main social media point. So whether my social media point may be Facebook, maybe it's Instagram, maybe it's TikTok, my suggestion is that you set this up on all of them, because now here's the key. If I was a new client or I was reaching out to somebody, they're going to go through your agency. Now they're sent here. Now you don't have to deal with all that nonsense. But what you're doing is you're elevating yourself. So not only are they reading your manifesto, they're learning who you are at your core, but now they're seeing your portfolio online. So that would be that second link, right? So now I can see, okay, great. I'm looking for somebody Caucasian male, light colored eyes, who could play a doctor. This person looks really good. But you know what? I want to know a little bit more about him. Like I want to, I could watch some of his Instagram videos. But what if he had a video? What if he had a reel? So you can see here, if you click on here, I can pull up Suava's reel now. So now on my next link, right?
Hi, my name is Sava Corda. I'm an actor and a model. I currently live in San Francisco Bay Area, but I'm able to travel to all major markets internationally as well. I'm also local hired in LA, New York, Miami, and Chicago. A few fun facts about me. I'm a musician. I play multiple instruments like a piano or a guitar. I'm a pilot. I'm a sailor. Pretty much anything with two wings or two wheels or keel. Oh, I can try. I'm a avid traveler. I love learning new languages. I'm fluent in Russian. На здоровье. My goal is to make a great impression on set. I've been training for this my entire life. I've been fortunate to work with such amazing coaches, such as Bobby Finaro from Sopranos, who has been, in fact, nominated and made official selection for the Big Apple Film Festival. Defining Mr. Dolinsky, the trainer and acting coach, musician 50 Cent.
So I don't want to take too much time with this, but look what we just learned about him, right? We just learned he speaks Russian. He speaks multiple languages. He's a pilot. He's a sailor, right? We're learning about his person. He's available to book, right? Nationwide, worldwide. He's already shot in all these different cities. He's already worked with people. So all of a sudden now a client now is like, whoa, not only do I have access to his portfolio, but now I can learn who he is. And if you watch the entire video, he'll actually go through his monologue. He's going to go through quotes. He's really going to go into deep who he is. And you want to watch it, right? For a lot of you guys, you're probably like, Mike, why did you just stop it? Because it draws you in. So the next thing what I would do is I would take this link right here, right? And then now I would put this, right, as like link number 3, right? I'd move LinkedIn down to number 4. So I'd put his manifesto here. I put his link to his portfolio here. I would put then the link to his reel, right? So I would say, check out my reel, right? See my acting reel. See who I am, my reel, right? Then over here, I would put LinkedIn, right? So number 4, I'd put LinkedIn. And then number 5, what I would do is I'd put if you're interested in booking me, contact my agent. And then this would literally pop open and an email. It would go right to agent@truthmanagement.com, where our dedicated staff works round the clock to be able to reply back to that. So literally instantaneously, I've now created an online persona of somebody who has representation, somebody who has a personality, somebody who has a manifesto. I know who they are at their core. I've gotten to interact with them, to hear them, and I also now know what the next steps are to book them work. So for a lot of you guys that are struggling with this, and you're saying like, Mike, I've been doing this for so long and I'm just not making this leeway. Let me ask you something. How much better would this improve your chances? 10%, 100%? Yeah, probably 1,000%. Because this is what people are looking for. The internet's always changing. It's always evolving. You have to be at the forefront. Okay. So I just wanted to kind of share that with you guys, just to kind of show you where we're going with this. What I'm going to do is I want to show you like ChatGPT, right? So here's ChatGPT, and I know we spoke about this in the boot camp, and we have an upcoming weekend where we're going to really go deep into this for our talent. But if you go to chat.openai.com, right? It's free. You can sign up for it for free. And what it is, it's a language model, right? You can write monologues on this. You can help edit videos. You can help write emails and craft emails for casting directors, for agencies. Like, it can do so much. But what I want to do today is I want to show you, just to kind of make things simple, was how do I create a manifesto, right? How do I create a manifesto, right? So what's really cool about ChatGPT is you can literally go in here, right? And this is what's called a prompt. So a prompt is, what can I tell ChatGPT, right? The question that I want to ask in the best way possible for it to give me the information that I want. So I want to write a manifesto. Well, the first question I would ask it is, well, I don't know how to write one. What are the questions or information you need from me in order to create a phenomenal manifesto, right? So I'll say, okay, hey, I want to write a manifesto for myself. What questions can you ask me to help write the best one, right? So I'm going to ask ChatGPT, hey, I don't know. I'm not going to say I don't know how to write a manifesto. Tell me how to write it, because that question is going to get ChatGPT to what? It's going to tell you how to write a manifesto. Well, I want ChatGPT to help me write it, but it needs to know what I need to know, what questions, right? What answers, what information can I get? So I want to write a manifesto for myself. What questions can you ask me to help write the best one? So now you're going to see it's thinking, right? It's using this little ChatGPT, boom, 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 right? Here it goes. It's still thinking, searching, right? So now all of a sudden, right, here we go. To help you write the best manifesto for yourself, I can ask you a series of questions that will prompt you to reflect on your values, beliefs, and aspirations. These questions will help you gain clarity and define the core principles that you want to include in your personal manifesto. Here are some questions to consider. What are your most important values and beliefs? Think about the principles that guide your life and the ideas that are essential to who you are. Right? What do you want to achieve or accomplish in your life? Consider your long-term goals and aspirations, both personally and professionally. How do you want to contribute to the world? Reflect on the impact you want to make and the ways which you can possibly influence others or your community. What brings you joy and fulfillment? Identify the activities, experiences, or relationships that bring you the most happiness and satisfaction. So you can see here, ChatGPT is literally giving you the questions, right, that it needs to know, right? The answer, it gives me the questions, and all I have to do is just grab this, right? Just grab this, cut it out, right? Cut it, and then paste it into a Word document, right? I just really need to grab the questions, right? Just grab the questions, and then literally all I have to do is paste this into a Word document and then just type out the answers. Once I type out all the answers to these 10 questions, I take both the questions and the answers and I paste it back into ChatGPT. ChatGPT will remember what I was just asking for. And I could just say, hey, here are the answers to your questions. Can you please write me a manifesto based upon my answers? And if you need any other questions to be answered to make this absolutely incredible, please feel free to ask, right? I'm having a conversation. This is what the beauty of ChatGPT is I'm having a conversation. It will now take your answers and it'll craft you a manifesto of who you really are at your core, okay? How amazing is that? Like, what an amazing time to live in a world where literally, if this was, God, 2 years ago, if you want to hire a professional copywriter to do something like this at this level, you would probably spend between $2,500 and $5,000. Honestly, like some of the best copywriters in the world charge $10,000 for one email, right? So this is something that's so incredible and it's so powerful. And what's really great is once it creates this core value of who you are, this is going to blow your mind, guys. Now, when you go back into ChatGPT, ChatGPT will know who you are at your core. So now when I say to it, right, and I don't have it set up for this, but if I said to it, write me a social media post about my first photo shoot, right? It'll write, it'll write a post, right? Write me about my first photo shoot. This post must be short and is for Instagram, right? Now I can tell it to write me a script for TikTok, a script for YouTube, create ideas for blog posts, so forth, and so on. But what this will do, and now this won't do it here because we didn't answer the questions, but if I was to answer the questions, right, the content that it's going to pull will not be based upon what it believes I want the post to be, right? The post will be based upon who I am at my core. So now ChatGPT now becomes a reflection of who you are, right? Capturing unforgettable moments during my first photo shoot, feeling fierce and fabulous while creating magical portraits. Can't wait to share more of these stunning shots with you all. Stay tuned, right? So this was good. This is good. This is good enough. But you can make it so much better by combining the manifesto and who you are at your core and then allowing ChatGPT to write content based around your voice. How amazing is this, right? So even once I now complete that manifesto, what I can easily do, right? I can then literally take that, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Linktree, right? It's free, right? They have a paid version, but you don't need the paid version. I have the free version. Deneen has the free version. We're all using the free version, but this will actually set up that little thing, the little links that you saw. So the things for Deneen, this is the software that you use. So it's just, you go to linktree.ee, you sign up for free. You can also download an app, and then you just literally cut and paste your social media, your content, your link to Truth Management, your link to your reel, and then for your manifesto, right? So how do you create the manifesto? What you can do is you can go to Canva, right? You can go to Canva, and we actually have templates. So we have templates that we can send you for your social media. So now you can go into, ChatGPT, write me 10 headline posts for social media that are going to go viral. Write me 10 headlines and social media content that influence will see. Write me 10 posts I can use on my social media, okay, that will actually attract casting directors. Write me 10 posts that will attract record producers. Write me 10 posts that will attract agencies, clients, whatever it may be, right? So you can go into Canva now, and then you can create that manifesto. you can create your social media post. And this is free software, right? You can use this, right? Now your manifesto needs to be your own, right? Your own colors, your own design. But for social media posts, for comp cards, right? For comp cards, right? I'll show you what comp cards are, right? If you go, let me go back to Suava here. If you go to comp cards, Sava, right? You can see, right? He doesn't have his all set up yet, but this will actually pull your comp cards so you can print them out. But then you can do fancier ones on ChatGPT, right? So how cool is that, right? So let's see. We'll probably pull it up the right way. So boom, right? So now I can print these out to bring to a casting, to an audition, right? And these are just your standard, right? Nice and simple, clean, right? But if you want, you can go into Canva and you can make them as fancy as you want, right? You can go, and we have templates for those. We have templates for LinkedIn, right? Right? So you can put your LinkedIn page here, right? You can see Ada here, Cruz, actor model at VIP Ignite, right? Talks about reels, acting, monologues, voiceover, right? So you can use this everywhere, right? You can use this everywhere. You can see she's put some posts up, right? This is fairly new. She's trained in stunts, photo shoot, acting, voice acting, modeling, right? We can see she has representation and so forth, okay? So it's really important. Like, so there's so much that you guys can do, right? And I'll show you something that I put together for you guys. And this is some prompts, right? So it's a little free ChatGPT prompts that I put together just to get everybody started, right? So what you can do is not only can you create this manifesto, not only can I use ChatGPT to create your voice, to create your post, but there's so much more that you can do with it, right? Can you please conduct market research? These are prompts. So you can just cut and paste these and drop them right into ChatGPT, and then it'll use the content from your voice to create content and answer the questions based upon who you are. So can you please conduct market research to identify the current topics that are most relevant to my target audience? I'm trying to reach casting directors and agencies, right? Could you please list 10 keywords people might use when searching for models or actors that are looking to get signed? Can you please help me come up with 10 Instagram post ideas about starting out as a model or an actor to drive organic traffic? So you want to get organic traffic, right? Not paid traffic, but for people, how do you go viral, right? Can you write an Instagram post caption for me about my post, about a recent photo shoot? Please make the tone funny, witty, and informational, right? So you can change what you want. You want it to be more dramatic. You want it to be funny, right? Can you please give me 15 hashtags, right? What are the best hashtags that are going to make that post go viral? I see so many people struggling with social media, getting 2 likes, 3 likes, because they're not using the tools that are at their disposal, right? You have to know what is the best, right? How do the best people in the world do it? And this is how they do it, guys, right? Could you please help me find a quote from a thought leader in the acting or modeling space and write a little about why it's inspiring or insightful? See, now all of a sudden, now imagine when I send somebody, a client, an agency, a casting director, and now they're being inspired by your post. Wow. They know who you are at your core. They've seen your reel, your portfolio. They're checking you out on LinkedIn, right? Because just like talent when first starting, they have this skepticism, this nervousness just because they don't know. Well, casting directors, they've learned to kind of be a little bit in fear because they've been burned in the past. People haven't shown up. People are sketchy. People are just not educated on the industry, and that's okay, right? But from a casting director's standpoint, I want to make their job as easy as possible. And if you're using these tools, not only does it make my job easier, and Deneen's and Allie's and Ryan's and Debbie's and everybody at the companies, but the people that you're going to have the opportunity to sit down with in New York, when you're sitting down with 35 of the most powerful people in the entertainment industry, you need to be on your A game. And your A game starts at who you are at your core, having the right tools, the right resources, understanding technology. Most of the casting directors I talk to, they don't understand this. They're not interested in learning this. But boy, oh boy, they want to see your social media shining. They want to be able to learn who you really are at your core. They want to see those reels, those photos, okay? And I know it's overwhelming when starting out because you don't have that team to do all this for you, right? I have an army of people that help us, right? All those things that you saw created, I didn't do them in Canva. I have a virtual assistant. I have literally virtual assistants that work all over the world. We have an entire team that handles everything from our marketing to our social media to responding to questions and following up with people. Okay. And we invest a lot of money. We invest multiple six figures a year to keep those employees employed, to keep them moving forward. So I understand that you don't have that team. That's why I put this all together to make this as simple as possible for you guys. So for everyone that's here tonight, we'll show you guys how to get access to this. But I literally put our 50 top chat prompts, right? I even put stuff in here like for writing blogs, right? How to write blogs, all different types of prompts. You want to create a podcast, right? I even put stuff on here. Maybe you're interested in writing an ebook, right? Please create a list of 10 topics for an ebook. You can upload an ebook to Amazon and start selling it. You write a great ebook, you can sell it for $10, right? And it's maybe you're really good at something. You really know a topic better than most people, right? You put it together in an ebook, have ChatGPT write it with you, and then upload it to Amazon. And now literally you can be making money 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, right? Maybe it's only a few $1,000s every other month, but guess what? That's $10,000 a year, right? Maybe you can create a T-shirt, right? Come up with social media account. Now all of a sudden, instead of not having a team or having only excuses, now all of a sudden there are no more excuses, right? You can learn how to create stuff for search engines, right? How to do things. Video blog post, right? Check this blog post for spelling and grammar mistakes. Could you please analyze this blog for plagiarism, right? So all kinds of really cool stuff. You can upload videos. You can upload content. You can help it write monologues. Follow up. Please give me 10 subject lines for my email to follow up with casting directors. Could you please write me a 3-part email series on following up with people I met at an event? The first email should be a thank you email. Please make it sound fun and exciting, right? You can help you write promotional emails. I show you guys here how to create a T-shirt company, right? A lot of you guys, well, I'm not really artistic. We'll have ChatGPT create you an artwork for a T-shirt that'll sell, that'll go viral, and then upload that, and then start selling T-shirts, right? I don't know how to do that. Great, ask ChatGPT, right? Learn to ask better questions. You're going to get better answers. Write follow-up emails to people who reached out to me on social media. Respond to this email. Post this email content that you want to reply to, right? Create video scripts for YouTube, things like that, sales videos, right? You want to create that T-shirt company, right? Lead magnets. What could you put, like, get people to want to click on that link, right? So you can create a business. You can create opportunities. You can create things with ChatGPT that'll run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, bringing you an income while pursuing your dreams, pursuing your careers. But it all starts with that manifesto, because you have to have that why. You have to answer those questions to be able to do that. And then from there, creating the stuff in Canva. So there's some work involved, okay? There's a little bit of work involved with that. For anybody who's like, oh my God, this is so overwhelming, right? This is crazy. I'm going to give you guys the guide, right? You guys kind of got to play around with it. If you need help with your manifesto, you're not ready to create something at this level, right? Linktree is easy. Setting this up is easy. I can help you through it. It's very easy. You can download the app. It literally takes 5 minutes to do this. Those of you who are already with the company, you already have your link to Truth Management, right? You already have your link to your reel. If you don't, you will after Miami and New York. So not a major make or break. It just means just a little bit of time, okay? But for anybody here, LinkedIn is very easy to set up. You guys know how to use Instagram and TikTok and all that. So that's part all's easy. The only thing that may be a little bit overwhelming is creating the content at this level for your manifesto. And I highly suggest that it be very purposely driven to look very professional, because this is the first thing that everyone's going to see. So what I'm going to do is, for anybody who needs help with this, okay, I'm going to have my team create this for you, okay? I have to pay my team, so it's not free, but I just I worked out with them what this would cost. That's like their time to do this. So what I can do is, for anybody who feels technologically overwhelmed to do this, I'm not going to write your manifesto. We're going to give you a link to the questions. You're going to answer the questions, and then based upon those answers, my team will create this for you. So then you can put it on LinkedIn, and then the rest of the links are easy. If you need help with that, you can reach out to me, Deneen. That's no big deal. But to create this, okay, normally something like this, you pay quite a bit to do this. Obviously, you're going to use ChatGPT to help you. My team's going to do this for $197. So for anybody who feels they can't do this, now remember, you can do this on your own in Canva, right? You can go in and create it. But if you're like, Mike, you know what? I can do my social media posts in there. I can do all that. But this here, I want it to look perfect. For less than $200, we will do this for you. You'll literally get a link. You answer the questions. We'll pull some photos. We'll talk about your colors. You'll pick some colors that you feel represent you as a brand, right, as a talent. And then from there, my team will create this for you in a few days. And you'll have this, and boom, your very first link will be your manifesto on Linktree. And then where you can now fill in all the rest, okay? So that's kind of what I want to give you guys. So now you guys have that. If anybody's interested in that, they're going to drop a link in the comments so you guys can schedule to say that you want to do that. Like I said, you can do it on Canva. It's, take you, I don't know, half a day or whatever. But if you want it done the right way for less than $200, my team that is ready to go, they will handle this for you. So I have put my entire team on this. So if there's 10, 20 people that want to get this, great. My team will knock this out in a few days. So that way you guys have it done the right way. Remember, this is something that can lead to six-figure jobs, can lead to a career, can lead to your entire future. So don't sit there and go, well, should I or should I not? If you're even the slightest bit uncomfortable, even if there's like a little bit of butterfly in your stomach, then by all means, just let us do it for you. That way it's done right. You never have to worry about it. And then from there, you can learn. You'll get better. You may want to update it or change it. But at the very beginning, this will give you a great first step to having a phenomenal resume online, the type of resume that brings people to you, that wants people to work with you, and gives you the opportunity to be a true professional. So combine this with everything else we do, our events, our coaching, our training, our guidance step-by-step. This is a 1-2 punch that is absolutely so powerful and will make you even more successful than you already are. Okay, so I want to go through that with you guys. But everyone who stays on to the end of the call tonight, we're going to have some surprise guests. They will show you how to get access to this. Okay, really super simple. Really super simple. You're going to write just a quick little testimonial in the group that what you learned from tonight. And then from there, you're just going to, on the welcome video inside of the Facebook group, so it has to be in the 30X Challenge Facebook group, you're just going to put chat. You're just going to respond, put a comment on the welcome video, chat, and then my VA will reach out to you and we'll send you a link to this. So that way everybody who's on the call who listened will get this. For people who weren't on the call, didn't listen, they're not going to get this. This is just to get you started. We are going to be doing a full weekend where I'm going to get really advanced. This is just to get you started, but I'm going to do one that's super, super in-depth, that if you thought this was cool, I'm going to show you ways ChatGPT will run your life. And I'm going to show you where the future is headed with this. And you need to be a part of this, because if not, you're going to get left behind without a doubt. Okay. And this is really so tied into the entertainment industry, to your life, that you definitely do not want to miss that weekend. Okay. So that's a little bit about ChatGPT. Okay. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about, you might have saw my post. We are launching a updated modern version of Finding Fame. So here's the working covers right now. So this is Finding Fame, the Insider's Guide to Real Entertainment Industry Connections. Okay. This is going to be incredible. And this is something that's been in a long time. And what's really cool about this is I got the entire book. We got the entire book is finally done. It is going through the final edits. I think it's going to be a little bit over 220 pages total. I see 194 there, but this is just the way it's formatted. Once it's in book format, it's going to be over 200 pages. So this is really cool. And what we're going to be doing, what the big announcement is for the book is, like I said, we always are about surrounding ourselves with the very best people, right? The very best people in life, the very best people to work with, and so forth. And we wanted this book to be very successful. We wanted this book to be a home run, bestseller worldwide, because we knew that the influence of having a book, it's one of the best business cards in the world. Not only does it give the opportunity to expand ourselves with even better opportunities as a company, but it really gives us the opportunity to reach the highest level speakers. So for the past probably, I don't know, about several months now, we've been talking with different publishers and kind of going back and forth on who would be the best person in the world to work with. Like, who's somebody that we can put the trust of 2 decades of our lives in their hands to make this everything that it needs to be. And with that thought in mind, I want to show you who we decided to go with. So this is Mark Victor Hansen. So I'm proud to announce tonight we have partnered up with Mark Victor Hansen. He owns a publishing company, and their company is going to be our publisher. And I just want to let you know that this gentleman, he has sold over 500 million books worldwide. His influence and connections are beyond incredible. Like, we were on a 3-hour call yesterday, wrapping these up, going over the finer points of the contract, the launch, everything. And literally the people he's going to bring into our lives, which means going to be brought into your lives, is going to be absolutely incredible. And one of the most exciting things that I'm excited about is not only did he write Chicken Soup for the Soul, which is something I've read every single one of those books, The 1 Million Millionaire. He's been such an integral part of my life before meeting him. And not when I first got to meet him, I was just so in awe, like to say, like, wow, like I'm meeting him, right? I was just like so excited. I had butterflies in my stomach. And I was just like, I couldn't believe that I got to spend time with him. But now to transition from being a fan to getting the opportunity to meet him to now being his business partner is absolutely phenomenal. So we're going to be doing some incredible book launches. The very first one's going to be in New York City. This is going to be over the top. This is something a publisher's putting together. He's literally bringing in 10 of his most powerful, influential friends in both business and entertainment. We already got a location plan. We're finalizing the date to tie it in with our New York event. But he's flying in. His wife's coming in. There's going to be speakers there, open bar food. We literally going to have press. Like, this is going to be like a red carpet event for the launch of the book. And what's going to be really cool is not only are we doing a launch in New York, we're doing a launch in Orlando and Tampa. We're doing a launch in Dallas, Los Angeles, and even Washington, D.C. And I'm like, Mark, we've never even done an event in New York and Washington, D.C. He goes, well, you guys are now. So he is absolutely incredible. His time is so valuable. Like, literally when we were on the call, we were talking about one of his close friends is the CEO of UPS. His other friend is the CEO of FedEx. So we were working on some other things on deliverables, like how to get these books out at massive scale and shipping and handling and all this fun little details that you don't think about until you're working with somebody who sold $500 million worth of books. He is probably the most successful author in the world alive today. He has outsold every other major author. So he's absolutely incredible. I'm working on trying to get him to a boot camp. But for those of you who work at our highest level possible, like our inner circle, you'll definitely have that opportunity to be able to meet him, to be able to come out to that launch party, which is going to be absolutely incredible. We're going to have the New York Times there. We're going to have all kinds of press there, celebrities, models. It's going to be absolutely incredible. So I'm really excited to announce tonight, for the first time ever, nobody outside of the company knew about this until right now. So this is out. Now it's public. But our partner and publisher is Mark Victor Hansen and Victor Hansen Publishing. So that's something that's absolutely incredible. This is going to open up so many doors, so many opportunities, not only for myself, for the company, but for our talent. Because remember, we spoke about our manifesto, right? When we go back to that manifesto of who we are as a company, right? It's all about impacting lives, inspiring change, right? That's part of Alicia's manifesto. Denise's manifesto, all about helping others, to giving back, to shifting people's mindset, being that person there, right? But as a company, it's about embracing fearlessness, right? To write a book, to want to take something so successful and make it even more successful, right? It's all about the unique voice, the story, the experiences, the perspectives, right? About creating those stories. So this is something that is absolutely incredible. One of the other things we're going to be working with him on is also on childhelp.org, which John Stamos is actually their featured ambassador. They work with a lot of major celebrities. So what's really going to be really cool is in conjunction with our publisher and Mark Victor Hansen, a portion of the proceeds from the book sales will actually go to Child Help. And they are an absolutely phenomenal organization that helps children that have been abused, that have been sexually abused, that are living in poverty and without food. So this is something that's such a great cause. And we always look for causes that really give back in a meaningful way, right? We understand that the power in being able to help others. And so what's really great is this really expands our why to really saying that every time we push that book, every time we push that event, we're helping feed a child. We're helping protect somebody from abuse. Somebody who's, a child, right? Who can't fight back, who can't do anything. And it's such a great cause. And for everyone who's a part of this to be able to know that attending our events, getting a copy of that book, coming out to these different things, you're helping somebody who can't help themselves, right? And there's so many causes out there and so many things to get involved with. But for me, a child is just so precious. It's the future, and we have to protect that future. And again, it's just, God, I wish I could go so much more into detail, but we're so strict on time. So I'm really excited about that. Mark Victor Hansen, being able to work with all that, and I want you guys to be successful. I really want you guys to be able to take your careers to a next level. And that's why we're doing this here tonight. Another cool thing that we're going to be working on is Allie's going to be doing a special event in Hollywood. And she's going to go over a little bit more about that. But it's going to be in August. I'm not going to give the date out here, but we do have the date. It's a very convenient date for everybody to go to. It's going to be held in Beverly Hills. It's going to be held at Fogo de Chao, which is a 5-star restaurant. It's going to be a one-day event. It's going to be from 11 a.m. Till 4 p.m. And it's going to be an opportunity for a very small group. It's going to be for 10 people, okay, for 10 people only, to be able to come out to LA and actually have a Hollywood lunch with some very powerful people, including Mark Schoenfeld. Okay. So I know for a lot of you guys, you know who Mark Schoenfeld is. If you don't, Allie will go over that later with you guys, but that's going to be very limited. Okay. That's only for 10 people. That's it.
I created a PowerPoint by myself and I'm so excited.
Yeah. Allie's going to be there no matter what. So this is just an opportunity for 10 people to come with her. You do have to share the expenses of covering. We have to rent out the area, the space, pay for the lunch and all that. It is $497 per person. Okay. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If I've paid $100,000 plus to be in rooms with people like Mark Schoenfeld. So let me say that again. I've paid $100,000 plus to be in rooms like people like Mark Schoenfeld. So you literally, for $497, are gonna have a 5-star lunch, all you can eat, all you can drink, iced tea, soda. If you've never been to Fogo de Chao, the food there is incredible. It's like a Brazilian steakhouse, so they just keep bringing you food. We're going to have an entire private area just for us. Okay.
VIP.
Yeah, it's going to be super VIP. Mark Schoenfeld's going to be there. There's going to be a who's who of celebrity guests that are going to be there. And you're going to be sitting in Beverly Hills, in Hollywood, California, at a power lunch with this entire lunch dedicated to your questions, to your opportunity to build a relationship with some incredible people that you will never, ever, 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 ever have the opportunity to sit down and meet with. So again, this is extremely limited. It's going to be second week in August. Very convenient for everybody. 10 people. That is it. 4 people are already on the schedule. I think 5 now. So in reality, there's only 5 people that are listening to this that'll be able to go. 5 people already. Literally, I kind of mentioned something about this in the Facebook group last week, and 5 people already done. Like didn't even take 1 minute. Okay, I'm not going to tell you who the 5 people are, but one of them is somebody you want to be sitting with. So it's actually one of the people going who bought a ticket is somebody you really want to know too, in addition to the people we're going to have there. But of course, the main focus is sitting down with Mark Schoenfeld live in person in a small, intimate setting in Hollywood at a 5-star restaurant, private room, VIP, and all that. Ali will go over that more with you guys later for anybody, but they'll drop the link. So if that's something you want to do, make sure you schedule to talk to somebody from our team. If you need help with creating that manifesto, which I highly, highly recommend. So wink, wink, I highly recommend. Click the link, schedule for $197. Let my team handle that for you. So that's off your plate. And here's the other reason why. If you don't do it, you're never going to get it done, right? You get us to now do it. Believe me, you're going to set up that link tree. You're going to set up everything the right way, and you're going to get it done. So I don't want to hear excuses in New York or Miami. Oh, but Mike, I'm not getting a lot of traffic. I see so-and-so, like their stuff is taking off and they're doing so well and they're making 6 figures. Wow, 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 wow. And I'm not trying to make fun of anybody and I'm not trying to impress you. I'm trying to impress upon you how important this is. Spend the $197 and just let us do it for you, because then it forces you to use it, right? You're going to put it on a Google Drive and then you link the Google Drive to the forum. You can go in the Facebook group right now. I put all 3 in there and you can see it's just linked to the Google Drive. That will be the link you put on Linktree, so it's nice and clean. On Facebook, it doesn't look as cool, right? But in Linktree, it's awesome. So now you have that place to drive traffic to, whether you're using Instagram, LinkedIn, and so forth, Facebook, whatever it may be. You now have that Linktree where you can drive all your traffic to, and now it captures that person's information. And now they can drive to your comp cards, drive to your reel, drive to your LinkedIn, so they have the full understanding of who you are. But that manifesto is the most important thing. That's what triggers it. It's just like when I wrote the script for the reels, that triggered people to listen to it. And those reels are working. Like the people who are using them, they're on fire right now, booking work, on fire. So this manifesto is the next step, right? And like I said, you can do this on your own, but for $197, we'll knock this out the right way and get it done. For those who want to be in Hollywood, every single person on here, you guys should all be killing each other to be able to be there with Alicia for this. That you're in her ring now. You literally went from being on the sidelines, right, being an audience member, to being on stage with her. So you're going to be in the room with her, and this room is all designed to close deals, make deals, create relationships, move people's careers to the next level in a small, intimate setting in Hollywood at a 5-star restaurant. All you can eat, all you can drink. You're going to have the best time from 11 a.m. I would be standing there at 10:30 a.m. until 4 p.m. If you want to hang out afterwards, you're more than welcome to. But the way the restaurant works, we got it from 11 till 4. Plus, Mark Schoenfeld is working on $1 million deals consistently. So for him to take this much time out of his day to spend with you guys, that do not say no to this. Okay.
We
If
also
you
have
can
a
grab one of those,
screenwriter coming. We have a screenwriter coming, and also it looks like a 2-time Emmy winner will also be at lunch.
yeah. So if you can grab one of those 5 spots, grab one of those 5 spots. Okay, without a doubt. Okay. So that's some of the stuff I want to go over with you. A couple of other things just really quick, since I know we have some new people on here and they might have missed the call the other day. Just going to go through. For those of you not familiar, we're launching a reality TV show called Spotlight Chronicles VIP Ignite Live. This is something we were probably about 17 years ago. We were approached by the same production company that creates porn stars on the Discovery Network, the show in Las Vegas, where they bring stuff in, really successful show. They wanted to produce something like that, but they wanted to make it very quirky. So at the time, the company was new. It was a great idea, but it didn't fit into who we were, our core values. It was too campy. It was too Jersey Shore-ish, right? They wanted that kind of show. So we politely turned it down. And over the years, we've been approached many times for shows and ideas. And it's always coming back to focusing. So obviously you guys know, if you don't know, we're going to be working with Kevin Harrington from Shark Tank, huge businessman worth over $1 billion. He created infomercials. He's done such a lot of amazing things. Obviously with Mark Victor Hansen and his connections, we're really going to start creating a show around that, and a show that really educates the public, right? And it's obviously about not only our lives, but really more importantly, it's all about coming together and discovering and nurturing aspiring talent. So each episode showcases dynamic interactions. They scour the globe in search of hidden gems, guide them on a transformation journey towards success, from auditions to intensive training sessions. Viewers witness the highs and lows of the entertainment industry through the eyes of both mentors and aspiring talent. So what's really great about this is this not only is about us, but it's about you, right? That's the real story. So we're going to be launching this in Miami. We're going to start the filming and production process in Miami. So for all the talent that are coming to Miami, congratulations. You're going to get to be the first cast members on this. This will continue through New York. Our next big event is going to be in New York City. That's going to be the end of October, first week of November. We released the dates for that right after the Miami event, but that's going to be our most powerful event of this year. That's going to be over 35 of the most powerful people in the entertainment industry. People can snap their fingers and change your life in 35 seconds or less. So that's going to really carry through with Broadway, with the fashion, with New York. Very exciting show, very exciting concept. We already have 3 different major networks that are bidding on the show, and we haven't even started filming. So it shows you that patience and sticking to your beliefs works. So many people just always consistently trying to rush success. Success is meant to find you at the right time when you're ready for success. Success hasn't found you yet. It means you just weren't ready. It means you need to do a little something more. And that's why that manifesto really is going to be so important for you guys. Trust me on this when I say this from the bottom of my heart, to really know who you are and to give you a path to follow, right? You know, and it's all about personal stories, sacrifices, the lessons we've learned along the way. As the season progresses, there's tension, right? It's reality TV. So there's that exciting part of it, okay? But see, not only showcases the glitz and the glamour of the entertainment world, but also highlights the importance of mentorship, dedication, staying true to oneself. Viewers witness the growth and transformation of aspiring talents as they face challenges head on, supported by the guidance and mentorships of those industry powerhouses. So it's really great as this, we're going to create that sizzle reel, that first pilot episode. The continuous pilot episode will actually follow not only our story, speaker stories and journeys, but also the talents. So now imagine like you're coming to an event in Atlanta, right, next year, and you're going to learn stunt training. You're going to meet with all these different casting people in Atlanta. Well, that production team will fly out to where you live. So maybe you live in Minnesota, maybe you live in Louisiana, maybe you live in Chicago, wherever you live, that production team comes out and now starts following you on that journey to Atlanta, to New York, right, with that eventual goal of becoming on Hollywood. What's really great about this is a show will give you millions of viewers. Like your social media will blow up. Your value to casting directors, to agencies will blow up. And this is only like a fraction of what we're going to do, right? So ultimately, the show aims to inspire and empower viewers while providing an unfiltered look into the world of entertainment. It reveals a relentless pursuit of dreams, that intricate dynamics between the mentors and talents, and the sheer determination required to ignite a spark of greatness in the lives of those seeking stardom. So, and then we broke down some of the episodes. I want to kind of even go further in this, but I'm kind of short on time tonight. You know, obviously, we're going to follow the speakers, right? One of them is going to be Robert Galinsky, 50 Cent's acting coach. A lot of you guys know who he is. He's one of our coaches, so our talent get to work with him on a weekly basis. They get to work with him live. He travels. He's currently working on his one-man show. It's going to be premiering in Atlanta. It's not premiering, but it's going to be playing in Atlanta, called The Bench. He's out in Los Angeles right now with Mark Schoenfeld working on a multi-million-dollar deal. So each of the episodes are going to be really cool, right? They're going to really go deep, not only to the speakers, the company. It's going to be very interesting TV. It's going to be very entertaining TV and so forth. So if you have the chance to be a part of it, definitely don't turn it down. We're going to start filming in Miami. For those of you that are coming to Miami, congratulations. You'll get to be a part of this. So that's going to be something that's really exciting. So I wanted to show you guys that. And then in addition to that, for those of you that didn't get a chance to get to see our next event in New York City, I just want to go over this really quick. This will just take me 2 minutes. I know a few people reached out to Alicia and they weren't able to be on the boot camp, but they wanted to come to New York. But obviously we had a lot of appointments, so we don't have time to like go through everything that's included in New York. So obviously there's only so much time we have at boot camps, and Alicia does open calls. But there are a lot of people that just want to know, hey, what I come to New York, what does it include? So I just, with your permission, I just want to go over this with you. I'm just going to literally take 5 minutes to do this. Same thing. If you need help with your manifesto, click the link, schedule. If you want to go to Hollywood, click the link, schedule. And if you want to come to New York City, click the link, schedule. Miami is off the table. I did open up 2 spots this past boot camp. We are beginning filming there. Those 2 spots were gone within 5 minutes. Literally on Monday, The first 2 people they talk to are going to Miami. So for those of you that were fast action takers, congratulations. I will see you in both Miami and in New York City. So this is New York City Live 2023. This event will be taking place fall of this year. So just in a short few months, okay, we will have the official dates that we give out right after Miami event, which gives you 90 days to be prepared for New York. If you've never been to New York City, this is the heart of the industry. This is where we began. This is where everything started. And this is the opportunity for you to sit down and meet with some of the most powerful people in the entertainment industry. There's a whole process. You just don't show up in New York, but there's a lot of preparation, training, getting everything ready for you. So when you arrive in New York, you're able to become one of our next success stories. That's why I'm drilling the point home so heavily on the manifesto, having the link tree, having everything all connected together, because this is what agencies want. Like one of the biggest things I learned, we just had the opportunity to spend a lot of time with Tanya Kleckner, and one of her biggest sticking points was, I need a package. Yes, they got the right photos. Yes, they did great reels, but I'm a casting director. I want to represent and work with people and get them on set, but I need a package. And this is something we kind of came up with together, and she just fell in love with it. She just thought it was great. We ran this by a lot of other major people we're going to be meeting with in New York. A lot of I literally had 3 people on Broadway reach out to me saying, help me put this together. I'm actually doing their manifesto for them. They paid the $197. Literally 3 major people on Broadway literally paid the $197 so we can do this the right way. So this is something that's going to be trending, but it makes sense because social media is so distracting. You're all over the place, gives you that one central place to understand who that person is. And it's going to 10x your opportunities, literally. When you're able to know the person's represented, to have access to their portfolio, have access to their reel, like everything's done correctly. This is like the cherry on top to make our system work perfectly. So with that thought in mind, New York City is going to be a VIP Ignite Live 3-day event. This is what we've been doing for 17 years. This is our big event. We only do 2 of these per year, one in Los Angeles and one in New York. New York is where it all began. This is going to be one of our anniversary events. So now you get to attend a 3-day event. You're also going to get professional photos done, professional hair and makeup artists. We're going to have celebrity hair and makeup artists, celebrity photographers, which again adds to your resume and adds to your influence to be able to work with people at the highest level. You are trained by this. Ryan Colby will train you. He will make sure you're ready. We're going to also do an improv weekend. So we're going to do a virtual weekend where you're actually going to get trained with some of the top comedians and people from television that do this for a living, where they're going to train you on improv and comedy. This is really important. You want to be an actor or even a model, you got to know how to do improv. I hate to tell you. And it's something you can learn, but you got to be able to go into character. You got to be able to be that person. Hey guys, what's going on? Right? You got to be able to do that. It's a part of acting, and it's something you're going to learn from some of the best people in the world. And this all becomes a part of your resume. You're going to get a certification for this. We're also going to go deep into social media. We're going to really show you guys how to earn an income from social media. You know, we talked a little bit, I kind of threw out a little bit about that t-shirt stuff, which is a simple one, but I even have some really high level stuff that you guys are going to learn, and you can create a career out of this to support your modeling and acting career. Like imagine being able to earn $100,000 a year just running on automation, where you set it up once and you forget it and you're just getting consistently paid. And then now you're earning $100,000 a day, which our talent do earn as a model or as an actor, right? You're going to get to do stand-up. You're going to get to perform live in New York City on stage. This becomes a part of your resume. This becomes a part of facing your fears, right? We're going to prepare you for this. You're not going to show up, oh my God, Mike, what am I going to do? No, we're going to prepare you. You're going to get virtual coaching. So every week you're going to get coached. Now you're going to have this improv comedy weekend that's virtual, but you're going to get to work with cast members from The Sopranos. People who've gone and graduated from Harvard and have a degree from Harvard in acting will be training you. We actually have a big surprise. Maybe Danine will announce it later if you guys are good on somebody who's going to be doing office hours over the next few months. You're also going to have representation by Truth Management for those of you that are brand new. Like, but Mike, that's so cool, but I don't have a link to put to my agency. Guess what? Now you do. You're also going to do truth management training. So like all the stuff that I'm doing right now, I love doing this. I'll train you guys on how an agency runs, how to book every single audition. I'll show you guys how to book local work. Age doesn't matter. Location doesn't matter. I will turn you into a full-time working model and actor who knows more about the industry than probably the founder of Ford Models, right? I go in depth with that. That we just launched that. We just did the first training. So we're going to continuously be doing those. So you guys will have access to that. We're also going to be doing a runway modeling and masterclass in New York City with a celebrity supermodel. That's going to be fun. Even if you don't qualify for it, come have fun. Enjoy it. Like, get it out of your system. Learn poise. Learn confidence. It becomes a part of your social media. It becomes a part of who you are. We're also going to do a live runway experience and fashion show in New York City again. And then, of course, you're going to have access to the Vault, which is our on-demand training. So every single training we've ever done, we have a private members-only access. You can think of it like Netflix for show business. So you're going to get all of that if you come to New York City. If you were to put the value of this, and honestly, the $64,000, some of you guys may be sticker shock. That's because you have a poor mindset. I've spent over $100,000 just to be in a room. So for you guys to get all of this ongoing, to work with Academy Award winners, people who graduated from Harvard, to sit down with 35 of the most powerful people in the entertainment industry, to get all of that, for that, even if just one item changed your life, changed the trajectory of your life, would it be worth it? But of course, that's just the value. What we want to do is help people because that's our core value. You're not going to pay $64,000. It's only $29.97. And for fast action takers who scheduled tonight, instead of being $29.97, I'm going to take $1,000 off. It's only $19.97. So for less than $2,000, you're going to get everything. Okay, everything. And because I did this the other day, and I promised that I would do this again because it's a wrap-up call and people missed a call. Again, you have to schedule for $19.97. There's a guarantee for this, so everybody, there is a guarantee. And the guarantee works like this. We call it our $1 million guarantee. What that means is come to New York, meet with the speakers, go through the training, get everything done. And by day one of the event, by lunchtime, if you felt you didn't get $1 million, just say so and we give you a refund. Like, it's $2,000. Like, I could care less. Like, if you couldn't learn or that, and all it really is it's called a no risk guarantee. That means you take no risk. I'm taking all the risk. I'm the one taking the risk. And people will always say, oh, but Mike, somebody's going to just say they didn't get $1 million and steal everything. Yeah, you're right. Somebody would do that. But you know what? For me at this point in my life, I'd rather give them the $2,000 and have them out of my life. I don't need negativity. Some of you guys, I don't know why, but you guys love negativity. Like I see some of your stories, especially for people who are brand new. Once you're in our system, you guys are positive. But people that are new, oh my God, like you guys have some of the saddest stories I've ever heard. And it's always about somebody else in your life that's holding you back. Like, are you tied up in a basement? Literally change your circle of friendship. Like, there's nobody holding you back. It's you. They're telling you that you can't do it because they're jealous or because they're living in fear. Maybe because they love you and they don't want to see you get hurt, but it's your life. So there's no risk involved in this. You show up, you come, you follow the system. If you're not happy, just let us know. We take care of it. But you have to come to New York. You have to go through the process. I'm not interested in people like, I got cold feet, I'm scared. No. Get on the call with Deneen, right? That's her job. Make sure you overcome your fear. You come with me, I'll shoot you up into space, right? Living your dreams begins the moment you realize your passion and discover just how far your talent can take you, right? One of my favorite quotes. And then, of course, I said I would extend this. So again, for everybody who's on this, not only will we get that Chat GPT, that free guide, but we also have over 100 prompts that are super advanced. We're going to do a whole weekend on this. So everyone, you'll be able to come to this live, and you'll get actually 500 prompts. Actually, I expanded it from 100 to 500 prompts, and you'll get the full training. So you'll get it's 2 full days. Like, I'm not kidding you guys. It's going to be like 6-7 hours a day for a whole week. It's going to be like a boot camp, but very, very precise. And what's going to be great about that is the prompts, you'll always get updated. So as this software evolves, as long as you're a part of the program, not the free one, that's it. It's what's there you get. But this one, I'll always consistently add prompts that I know will help you guys. So again, if this is something you want to do, click the link, schedule an appointment. Once we close this out, that's it. The Chat GPT tonight only, because I want to really spend time with the people that are going to be on the call. So for all our talent, Inner Circle, they'll get to be a part of this. I want to make it very personalized. So I can't keep offering this, right? Because then it becomes too overwhelming for me to answer questions. I want people to get a lot of value out of this because I really know this is going to be such a game changer. So for those of you that didn't have the opportunity to schedule the other day, this is your last chance. And that way you get the free bonus and so forth. So again, Hollywood, schedule. You need help with the manifesto, schedule. You want to come to New York, schedule. But with that thought in mind, I know I am way over my time, and I do apologize to everybody. I know we got people waiting in the wings. I'm going to turn this back over to Miss Deneen and Miss Allie and our surprise guest, and I will talk to you guys later on. All right, guys, let me just see if I can get back to my other window here. Hold on. Let me stop sharing. Stop sharing. Oh, there we are. All right, guys. Okay, I'm hot, and I just talked for like an hour and a half, so I'm going to say bye here, guys. But hey, how exciting is this? And thank you guys for listening. I really appreciate it, and I hope I brought value to everybody that's listening to this call. Bye, guys.
I've been getting text messages just about the amount of value that you have brought. You're on fire.
Thank you to everybody who reached out to Deneen or Allie, and I'm sure I'll see all the messages later on social media and on the Facebook page. But thank you, guys. I love what I do here. Guys.
And just so you guys know, this is a little bit different than when we're on Bootcamp and we're dropping the link in the comments. So you actually have to type it out, bit.ly/NYC Live. So NY City Live. So I apologize that you have to do a little more work than normal, but I think you guys can handle it. And what I'll do too is I'll go into the Facebook groups and put this in all of the streams and pin it if I can. So, but bit.ly/NY City Live. Well, Alicia, I see that we have one of our special guests here, but since he's not on camera, would you like to share your presentation about Beverly Hills, baby? Oh, hold on.
What?
Hold on. Can we let Mr. Colby interrupt for 2 seconds? Just kidding.
Yeah.
All right. I see you chewing, Mr. Colby, but I'm letting you in. So
the question is,
you guys are so lucky you can't see this. I should take a video.
Even I can't see it. What is it?
I think he just spit his food. All right, Mr. Colby, are you ready? Because here you come. Hold on. Okay, I think you're right. Are you ready? Give me a thumbs up, Mr. Colby. Okay.
My lights are so bright.
Hello, Ryan Colby.
Hi. I'm eating pasta that I just made.
Oh.
I'm waiting to start a movie, so I'm happy to join for a few minutes.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. So, I'm sure that you and Michael came up with something you're talking about with us this evening.
The importance of imagery.
Okay.
The importance of photos and imagery, and making sure your image is right for an agent, and to trust the agent to continue that journey. Because when you come to an agent, you obviously look a certain way. You're white, you're black, you're Spanish, you're tall, you're 21, you're 41, so there's already an image in place. So it's up to the agent to continue that image to get you jobs. So that imagery is important. And sometimes it's super fast and happens overnight, and you're shooting 5 days a week, and and sometimes it's planned shoots where, okay, we're going to do this kind of shoot in 2 weeks. We're going to do this kind of shoot in a month. We're going to do this, So it depends upon the person and the agent on how fast that trajectory is. But basically what I'm here to say is to just listen to the person in charge of you and pushing you forward, to make sure that you're listening and doing what they say, and don't go off on a rogue tangent shooting with Tom, Dick, and Harry because you feel you should be shooting because it's Wednesday and you just want to shoot. But that's just not how this industry works. Sometimes I prefer my guys to shoot when I want them to, because I don't need you shooting every day. Sometimes I need you shooting with the right people, not just racking up days of shooting for no reason and images that I can't use because they're not strong enough. They're not going to do the images I like. You don't look strong this week. You may need to grow out your hair. You may need to work on your skin. You may need to drop some pounds or gain some pounds, or, I don't need you shooting this week. So wasting time shooting with some person that wrote you on Instagram is just a waste of time. So I don't allow my talent to do that. So there are weeks that can go by and they won't do anything, and that's perfectly fine. There's other things you could be doing, and you just have to listen to your agent and come up with a plan that's right for you. Don't listen to other people. There may be other talent in the agency that you're like, oh, why is he shooting Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I'm not? Well, he just is, or she just is. And there isn't, it's not nothing against you, and you need to just wait your turn for your rise. And if you kind of go against the grain and do things on your own, then you will, suffer the consequences. And it's just like also getting jobs in the industry. You need to wait for your agent to start submitting you for things. You can't start running around answering ads and hitting up photographers and hitting up clothing lines and hitting up whatever to try and get gigs, because you can land yourself into physical trouble, career trouble, trouble, legal trouble. I mean, there's lots of things you could do by doing that on your own. You need the agent to vet the client, to make sure this is the right client for you, to make sure there isn't anything pending that can't hurt this deal. Sometimes you have to say no to jobs because something's coming down the pike that could cause a problem for this job. So you have to discuss everything with your agent and make sure that it's done properly. Don't just accept and do things on your own, because when you do that, you really are taking risks with your physical life and your physical career, because the client wasn't vetted, the photographer wasn't vetted, the person you're going to meet at their house or coffee shop or warehouse or basement hasn't been vetted, and you can end up in big trouble. There are many, many, many cases of horrible things that have happened to people because they weren't listening. And unfortunately, that probably will continue because people are just hard-headed. But I vet my clients and my photographers and make sure that they are understanding of each person's desires and wishes. I make sure that photographers and clients know what the talent will and will not do. I'm very clear on that. I'm very clear on what I want them doing that day. And I've spent many, many, many years making sure that my voice is heard in this industry. And I've spent many, many years making sure that I come off authoritative and strong to make sure that there is no room for interpretation, that when I say this is what's happening today, this is what's happening today. There's no room for, well, but I thought maybe don't think, just do. There's no thinking. I don't allow the models to think. I'm not interested in your thoughts. I don't care. Like, I just want you doing what I told you to do. So, and same with the photographers. I'm not interested in your thoughts. I told you what to do. That's what we're doing. Like, so, when you have that kind of power, which is, actually a good thing, because I've worked really hard to get this power. People do listen to me, and people are scared that if they don't listen, what will happen when I find out that you haven't listened. So I take pride in that, actually. And some people think it's a negative thing, but I don't. I actually like when people want to listen to me, because I'm saying it for a reason. I'm not saying it because I love to hear the sound of my voice. I'm saying it because this person has boundaries and you need to accept them. And the next person will have different boundaries, and the next person will have different boundaries. Every person is different. So I make sure that the client knows this before they shoot, just so it's clear that what I will and will not accept. And that's what agents do. So that's why everybody needs one, whether you're a teen model or whether you're a 65-year-old senior citizen and you're doing lifestyle work and you're doing pharmaceutical work. You need an agent to tell the client what you can and cannot do, what times you need to leave, what kind of clothes you want to wear. Maybe make sure you get lunch. Make sure, I don't know, there's lots of things that agents do that are special to the talent that you can't do it on your own. You need a team. And even if the team is small, just you, your agent, that's it. That you don't need a big team. You just need someone in your corner to make sure you're getting what you want out of this industry and getting the rates you want, getting the photographers you want, getting the clients that you want. And that comes with someone being in your corner, and you can't do it alone. So don't try to, because you'll fail. You'll get small little C, D, F level gigs. You will never get top level gigs on your own, because clients don't look to individuals for gigs. They call corporations, they call companies, they call agencies, and they will not call you on your cell phone. They'll call, email an agent, they'll call an agent and say, who do you got? That phone call will never come to your phone. So you have to have someone in your corner. So yeah, that's my spiel.
That was an awesome spiel. I hope everyone listening understands, like, when you have an agent tell, like, I don't know about anyone else, but sometimes I don't like being told what to do. But when you have someone like Ryan who's telling you what to do, he's doing it for a reason, because he wants to propel your career forward. So I want you guys to always keep that in mind, okay?
It's kind of like a lawyer, a doctor. When you go, to your lawyer because you got a parking ticket, or you hit somebody, or maybe you punch someone at a bar and you need to get out of it. You need a lawyer for that. And if you think that you're going to go to court and talk your way out of this, you're tripping, and you're going to land yourself in a nice little jail cell because you talked your way into it. You need a lawyer to make sure you get out of it. It's very similar to an agent. You need an agent to make sure you get the best jobs, you get the best pictures, you get the best rates, and you can't do that on your own.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So awesome. Well, Ryan, we appreciate you coming on, and but your analogy escalated so quickly. You went from a parking ticket to being in prison for assault. I would just like to point that out. Like,
Whatever. You still need a lawyer.
You went from cool to hot, like in 2 seconds. So, but it's true, because the thing is, like, people, if you want, like you said, if you want the best jobs, you want the best rates, you want to excel in the industry, you need an agent in your corner giving you guidance. Otherwise, you're just going to keep going around and around and falling for anything and
doing C and D level gigs, getting into trouble, never hearing from clients again. They're ghosting you. You can get yourself into physical trouble. You never know who's on the other side of a door, when you open it. So, yeah.
So, thank you.
Stuff like that.
Well, Ryan, thank you very much. We certainly don't want to hold you from your pasta any longer.
I know, look, it's juicy.
Oh, that looks nice.
I freshly made it.
That is
Nice. He's an agent. He can eat carbs. So let's just end it with that.
Literally, yes, I can eat carbs, yes.
He can eat whatever he wants, everyone. He does not conform to our standards, okay? Calm down now. Ryan, thank you so much for sharing. We appreciate that, I know. Please go enjoy your pasta. What movie are you watching, may I ask?
It's called CISO. It's a foreign war film. Ooh. It's really good. It's called CISO, SISU. It's really good. It looks really, I recommend it. So everyone maybe go check it out. It's a foreign film, not by anyone. No one famous is in it. I like foreign films sometimes. So.
Awesome. Well, enjoy your foreign film and your pasta. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We appreciate it.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Welcome. Bye, Ryan.
Okay. Bye.
You never know what you're going to get. Literally.
Hold on. My favorite comment out of that was Carl said, he looks like he's wearing the sauce.
I can't.
You're so lucky that he did not see that.
It's like picking his teeth. But, this is what happens. It's 9:45 Eastern Standard Time. We're very lucky that he was able to get on and, do that. It's always a good time with Ryan. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Anywho, my internet's doing some crazy things in Florida. We're having like some kind of weird torrential rain. So I don't know, you left, there was like sun here. We were at Disney like 2 weeks ago, and now it's like monsooning outside. Not sure what. 6:47 here in California. Cool. I'll be there in a couple of weeks. Okay. You ready for me to go over
Yes.
Hollywood?
Present. Share your screen. Let's see this PowerPoint you're so proud of. We're really excited.
Well, no one did the PowerPoint. I did it myself, and I'm not sure. Again, this is why you hire the experts. So again, I put the PowerPoint together on things that I thought would be good. So let me see. How do I? Oh, I go to present. Is that what I do?
Present.
This is like my first time doing this on StreamYard. Okay.
Present. Share screen.
Share screen. Okay. Share screen. Let's see.
Oren, I get to talk to you tomorrow. I'm really excited.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Yay. All right.
Good job, Alicia K-Back. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So Hollywood Power Lunch, Beverly Hills, California. You know, nothing makes me happier than, well, I love LA. For those of you guys that don't know, Mike and I were bi-coastal for about 6 years, which was awesome. And then, you know, I mean, especially when we were doing live open calls and doing the big events. And then something happened called the pandemic, and literally we just stopped going to LA so much. But we did just go back recently as a company. We had a huge event, and I know a lot of our talent got signed and started getting work. And I was like, oh my God, this is happening too quick. And, you know, the one thing I miss, and I'm going to be honest with you, for those of you guys that don't know, I currently live in Florida. I had a little baby, Caden. You guys should all know Caden. He's like the star of my life. And I could tell you that the one thing I miss most is networking. I mean, I love my family. They're in the living room right now. They're watching Disney Channel, and I think Jeff made homemade pizza. So Caden and Jeff are awesome. But the one thing I miss being here, even though I love doing everything on Zoom, is face-to-face interaction. You guys, you can still hear me, right? Can you hear me? Yes, somebody give me a thumbs up or just type yes. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go back to my screen. All right, so we're doing a Hollywood Power Lunch, and I'm really excited about this because for those of you guys that don't know, like I get asked to do some crazy things, like manage people from Francis Ford Coppola Productions, and you know, Mike, you know, we literally we love LA so much because we feel as though we get so much work done when you're surrounded by these amazing people. And most of the business relationships you've ever seen, like through the company, they're from Mike and I going to dinner parties, going to award shows, going to like the VIP events, not our VIP Ignite events, but VIP events, and real businesses done typically over the table. So we're planning a VIP power lunch. Now, some people go to LA with, you know, with a dream. We go with a plan. And not saying I don't love tourists. I absolutely do. My little boy's never been to LA. This is going to be his first time. So I plan on showing him as much as I can. But we're going with a plan. And this plan takes us to Beverly Hills. Now, if you've never been to Beverly Hills, it's a really magical place. But what I love most about Beverly Hills isn't just the shopping, which you know I love to shop, but I love the networking aspect. And nothing makes me happier than a good power lunch or power brunch, whatever it is. And, you know, I find that your network is your net worth. And when people go out, especially in Beverly Hills, because it's not Hollywood, Beverly Hills is where the power players are. I mean, you have to know where to go. So I have a lot of friends in LA that I've been talking to because I was like, hey, I'm going to go out there for like a week. You know, we're going to do a little, you know, family trip out there. I'm going to have my stepson with me. He's never been to LA, and that's like his big dream. He tells all of his friends what we do for a living, and, you know, and just the fact, I'm not even going to tell him we're going because it's his birthday. I'm not even going to tell him we're going, but I've already been on the phone with a couple of my friends who represent actors from the hit show, you know, Wednesday on Netflix. They represent actors on Grey's Anatomy. And so like I've been texting people saying, hey, I'm coming into, you know, LA this first week of August. You know, I just wanted to see if you're in town, wanted to see if we can get together. And every single person said, yes, absolutely. If you're coming here, I want to see you live because this Zoom thing isn't cutting it. And I'm really excited because they haven't met Caden, and, you know, just to be able to, you know, bring him and get to see, you know, such a big part of our life, I think it's really important to have the two worlds merged together. So power lunches are a really big thing. And I'll tell you, when Mike and I first started VIP Ignite, and this picture is back from 2016, so this is like 7 years ago, we weren't featured in Forbes. We weren't featured in Entrepreneur. We had just won the Tony, I think, for working with Sigourney Weaver. And I think during this time we were working with Vanessa Hudgens, which is why we were out in LA. But I'll tell you what, nothing makes me more nervous than to go out to lunch and you see somebody sitting there and it's maybe somebody that you recognize from TV or film, or you hear somebody talking about, something happening at Paramount Pictures or Warner Brothers, and you're like, oh my God, this is my opportunity. I'm going to go over there. So we're going to be doing a power lunch with the Pitchman of Hollywood in Beverly Hills. This is going to be invitation only. Again, we only have 10 spots available. You're going to be able to enjoy a 3.5-hour lunch with Mark Schoenfeld to pitch your TV, movie, or Broadway idea and to get advice on career ambitions at Fogo de Chao in Beverly Hills, California. And Fogo de Chao is amazing, especially if you're on the keto diet. It's known for their meats. Mark also discovered the new face of Guess Jeans. If you're interested in producing, directing, acting, or writing, he can definitely help you out. So Mark Schoenfeld, we met Mark through Robert Galinsky, 50 Cent's acting coach, and Galinsky is going back to LA. I know he's working on his show July 19th. I don't know if he will be in town for this lunch. I have to talk to him. Some of you guys may or may not know, but we got picked, Mike and I got picked to be part of like a new Shark Tank type show, which we're very excited about. So Robert Galinsky is going to be coaching me on how to answer questions. And, you got that quick elevator pitch that you have to do on these types of shows. So we're going to start doing the Zoom trainings shortly. So I'm very excited about that. But Mark Schoenfeld is now out there full time. For those of you guys that don't know Mark is an amazing individual who, he works with Disney and Netflix and people like Spielberg, and he also is known for Broadway, and he's just tremendous. So when we were thinking about putting together a workshop, I thought about running like, a hotel conference space, or running like, just whatever. And I was like, you know what? Screw that. I want to eat, and I want people to be in a relaxed atmosphere. I don't want classroom. I want people to just be themselves. And the best way to be yourself is obviously over food. So we're going to be going to Fogo de Chao in Beverly Hills. If you've never been there, it's really insane to me. I was told the first time we went to Fogo de Chao, Michael and I filled up on the salad bar because it was amazing with the prosciutto and the cheeses and the salads and the soups and the rice and all this amazing stuff. But the salad bar is kind of like a trick, because then they're coming to your table with all kinds of amazing meats. They're coming to the table with ribeye and filet and shrimp and pork loin, and it's insane. But the reason why you're going is obviously you want to network. And Mark Schoenfeld was crowned by the Pitchman of Hollywood by Jeffrey Katzenberg, the founder of DreamWorks with Steven Spielberg. So again, this is the level that we're working on here, and the fact that we're going to do like a 4-hour lunch. The lunch is pretty costly because we have our own private room, and then obviously the cost per person is this is not Chick-fil-A value meal. This is filet mignon, and you're getting what you pay for. I mean, with our event, I want you to eat really good food, and if you've never been to a restaurant like this, especially in Beverly Hills, you're going to be spoiled rotten. You're going to think all restaurants should be this way, because literally they walk around with something called with these gauchos, with these big spits of meat that are marinated and slowly like roasted, and they're slicing the meats at the table. It's so good. But the reason why you're going, I mean, this is also like a fun type restaurant, because like they'll give you a little, it looks like a hockey puck, and one side is green, one side is red. And when it's red, it means, okay, stop, I'm good. I don't need any more meat. When it's green, they're going to keep coming to the table. So I find when I go to places like this, it's great for dinner party conversation. And for those of you guys maybe that have followed our journey, Janine and I got to host a dinner party conversations live, where we would have different celebrities on. Maybe it was a cast member from Ugly Betty, or a Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, or somebody from the Goldbergs, or somebody from Rock of Ages, the movie with Tom Cruise. So every week we were doing these dinner party conversations, and it was fun. Like sometimes I would even pour a glass of wine or a vodka tonic, and I'm like, you know, hey, get dressed up and we're going to have a drink while we interview. And it was really cool and relaxed. But as much as I love Zoom, I wanted the audience. I didn't want you just listening. So I want to actually take you into this picture. So Fogo de Chao is going to be amazing, but most of all, getting to meet Mark Schoenfeld himself. Some of you guys may know that he partnered with Hugh Jackman on a brand new Disney type cartoon called Music Boy, which we're very excited about. So working on this type of level, this is going to be unbelievable. Whether you're an aspiring actor, model, musician, Broadway hopeful, voiceover, you want to, you know, write lyrics, or you want to do voiceover, whatever it is that you want to do, there are opportunities. Again, Mark has worked with Netflix and Disney and Republic Records and Interscope and Columbia Records and Lionsgate and Paramount and WB Pictures. To have access to somebody like this is insane. And Mark did just sell a huge production. I can't give you all the details because I was sworn to secrecy, but this is going to be beyond amazing. Let me just see how many of you guys would be interested in going to this. Anybody interested in going to this? Let me see. So welcome to Hollywood. What's your dream? That's like from Pretty Woman, right? Are you ready to surround yourself with the power players in Hollywood? And there's a saying, change your surroundings, change your life. This is what happens when I type my own PowerPoint. But change your surroundings, change your life. Your network is equal to your net worth. So if I took you out of your environment and I put you in Hollywood for the day, in Beverly Hills, in a top restaurant where literally Taylor Swift was just there, the Jonas Brothers, who else was there? Ben Affleck was just there. Oh my God. So you never know who could be in the restaurant, but we're going to be in our own private room. And we rented the whole space out for 4 hours. So I'm sure you guys can do the math. Space, like a really expensive restaurant in Beverly Hills for like a good portion of a power lunch. So Mark also discovered a 14-year-old that's 5'10". She's the new face of Guess. And when he found this girl, he said, well, I'm not a modeling agent by any means. I don't know what to do with her, but I know she's a star. So he contacted Kendall Jenner, who he knows her manager. So again, this is the level that we're playing at. So if Mark can't help you, he definitely has people in his phone and his Rolodex to be able to help you. So these are some of the people that have vouched for Mark. So I just want to, really explain to you and for you to kind of explore the network of who he works with currently. And I want you to think about this. If you got a chance to work with Mark, think about the people in his phone and his Rolodex, people that he can literally call and make things happen. So one of which is Brian Brawley, manager of Paul McCartney. What? The Beatles. And he partners with Andrew Lloyd Webber. And he said, I became a producer of Brooklyn, which is Mark's show, the musical, when I saw Mark pitch it. It was all heart and soul. That's who he is. Okay. Jeffrey Katzenberg, owner of DreamWorks with Steven Spielberg, said, in all my years in this business, no other pitch has been transfixed more than yours. I crown you the pitch man of Hollywood. Holy crap. Jeffrey Katzenberg. He owns DreamWorks with Ron Howard. Do you guys even understand? This is insane. Hugh Jackman, Emmy, Tony, and Grammy-winning actor, says, wow, that's a stunning pitch. Maybe the greatest I've ever seen. Now, keep in mind, he was the greatest showman ever, and now he and Mark are working on a production together. Freddie DeMann, legendary manager of Madonna, Michael Jackson, Shakira, and with his daughter Pilar, managed the Kardashians. So again, this is how he was able to meet Kendall Jenner. Do you guys see? I call it the lasagna effect. There's so many layers to one person. So he's won multiple Tony Awards, multiple Golden Globe Award winner. So he even said here, I asked Mark to become my partner for 3 reasons. 1, his unique eye to spot future stars. 2, his unbridled creativity. And 3, he's unstoppable. Unstoppable. So my question for anybody here is, what would you do with this type of network? Scott Priceand, Hollywood and Broadway producer, Rock of Ages on Broadway, Rock of Ages with Tom Cruise, and Hushner with Natalie Portman. Mark taught me the showbiz game. I owe it all to him. There's no one in show business that he can't get to. I can sum up Mark in just 4 words. He makes things happen. So if I give you a link to schedule, can I say the same thing about you? Do you make things happen? And most likely, I don't know. Unless you schedule an appointment with me, I have no idea. Some of you go through the boot camps, you don't schedule. Some of you haunt my Facebook, you haunt my Instagram, you come on every single live call I do. And I'm like, why are you here again? Why? Why are you here? But you never take initiative. In what world do you think these people are going to come looking for you? In order to get extreme success in this business, you have to go where the business is. Stop being lazy, stop being mediocre, stop impersonating. You want to be in this business? I'm going to put you face to face with the biggest power players in the world. And again, you can join my Zoom calls, but face to face, hugging it out, eating a good meal, and sitting there in Beverly Hills, there's no way you can't succeed. Len White, president and CEO of Orion Pictures. After Mark pitched him this movie, you have just changed the game. So think about it. This is the president CEO of Orion Pictures. Think about who is in his phone. Ron Luxembourg. I studied him in school. President of Epic Records. Michael Jackson, Meatloaf. He is the one responsible for the Thriller album. Okay. The Thriller album. My whole entire childhood, the Thriller album. Anyone who's known Mark for more than 5 minutes knows there's no denying Mark Schoenfeld is a force to be reckoned with. He breaks all the rules. So if he knew this within 5 minutes, what do you think you're going to get in 4 hours? This isn't Mark like on a Zoom call. This is Mark Schoenfeld live and in person. And it's not just going to be Mark at this lunch. I'm going to also bring some other heavy hitters, but I'm not going to tell you who they are. I do not want you trying or purchasing this program that I'm offering, because again, there's only 10 spots. I don't want you purchasing based on celebrity. That's not what we're doing. Mark Schoenfeld is great at ideas and coming together, but you're still going to have to put in work. If I told you who's coming, you may just want an autograph, and we're not doing that. Richard Arlook, Hollywood power agent. Mark has the ability to find that je ne sais quoi, whatever that star element is. Once he's a believer in your ability, he's a pit bull. Gee, that's cool. You need that, right? He's never going to let go. He'll stop at nothing to make that person successful. Okay, so let me get this straight. Most talent that have been on my calls have been lied to, cheated, and scammed. If you went through our boot camp that was 16 hours, or you've seen us opening the stock exchange, winning Tony Awards, being featured in Forbes, Entrepreneur Magazine, Huffington Post, you see us in the Guinness Book of World Records. Mike and I had a hit radio show with CBS. We had Howard Stern's old studio. We are now working with the gentleman who sold 500 million copies when he wrote Chicken Soup for the Soul. Okay, this is a whole nother level. Are you ready for a Hollywood power lunch? Some of you guys may be ready. Some of you are going to show up like a deer in headlights, which is why this is not for sale. You're going to have to go through an interview process. The fact that I'm literally putting my credibility at risk, this is not a Zoom call or a networking event. This is literally where you're pitching your ideas. You're getting to know Mark in a very amazing, intimate type setting. Again, it's going to be us with 10 other people. That is it for 4 hours. I'm literally going to be bringing like a notepad, pencils. I am going to be like all out. I'll be like, coffee now. We are not leaving that room until we have an exact power play for your career. If you are trying to pitch something, you better have all this shit ready before you go to Hollywood. And again, we're doing this the first week of August. Restaurants are more than just spaces to eat in Hollywood. They're the location which deals get done, inspiration is found, and ideas are born. So again, Fogo de Chao, Beverly Hills, located at the famed Restaurant Road, just south of Beverly Center and just north of Wilshire on La Cienega Boulevard. Lunch will be from 11:30 to 3. Again, we're going to start lunch at 11. Again, we're going to be getting there. We have a private room, but we start eating at 11:30. So help me God. If you're flying all the way there, you better be outside at 10:55 waiting for those doors to open. You are not showing up late. You're not showing up with other people. You're going to turn your cell phone off. This is your 4-hour change your entire future lunch. 4-hour, change the trajectory of your entire future. For those of you guys that are part of my inner circle, for those of you guys going to New York or Miami or wherever you're going with us, Atlanta, this is Hollywood. This is it. This is as big as it goes. So the exact date will be given only to the talent who are chosen. I'm not going to be like, oh, it's August 1st. I don't want people just showing up there. Okay. I will not give you the date. 10 spots available, $497 a person. I can tell you right now, half of that is going directly towards the room rental and the cost of food. And you guys can see here what kind of food there is. Okay. Prime rib, filet mignon. I mean, this is a huge 4-course meal. I mean, literally, they have prawns and lobster tail and everything at this restaurant. So this is Beverly Hills food. Not to mention, we rented out the entire space of part of their restaurant on a very busy weekday. Okay. For anybody here that's really serious, Deneen posted the link in the chat. And again, that is my personal email. You can also email me. I know that we had 10 tickets from my text. We're down to 4. Some people will say that's not fair. Yeah, it is. I have inner circle members that paid $30,000 to be part of our inner circle. If they want a ticket for $497, they're the first ones that are going to buy it because they know the value of sitting down face to face with Mark Schoenfeld. Guys, I am so excited. I don't know who else is excited, but if you are excited, let me see. Who's asking, does it go towards transportation? What the hell is wrong with you? No, why would it go towards transportation? Hell no. Okay. That is like, I'll tell you right now, whoever asked me that, don't even go, because for $497, you can't even get an airline ticket to LA for less than $300. Okay. Why would I include? Just say thank you. I'll tell you right now, I've spent almost $100,000 with a double degree in TV and film. Most talent that I talk to in Broadway graduated from Juilliard, Berkeley, Tisch. They've been to USC. You're competing against people that have paid $80,000 to $100,000 a year to go to school for theater. This is one of Broadway's biggest playwrights, screenwriters. He's working with Spielberg. For $500, you want to ask me if it includes travel? Don't.
What the person was saying, they said they wanted to make it clear that they knew that. They weren't asking you if it included travel.
Like, I can't even, because this is beyond.
No, I know. I just want to keep that.
Yeah. For $497, half of this is going strictly towards the food costs. Okay. Strictly towards the food costs. By the time we process credit cards, we pay interest. We are not looking to make anything off this event. We are doing this. One, I'm going to have 10 of the biggest success stories on the planet. He is business partners now with Hugh Jackman. He discovered the new face of Guess. He literally can get into a room with Spielberg, Ron Howard, and Jeffrey Katzenberg like this. He sat down with the CEO of Disney to sell a movie. This is a whole nother level, kids. This is not VIP Ignite. This is VIP Ignite on crack. 4 hours intense. Your phone will be turned off. I don't even want to see you texting. It's going to be face down. And all I'm going to ask you to do is focus. I will not choose anybody that's ever going to ruin the integrity of a brand that Mike and I took 20 years to build. You're going to be sitting there. You're going to be taking notes. Your entire life is going to change, because I can tell you, Debbie and I got to hang out with Mark in Beverly Hills at this great hotel he was staying at. We rented a cabana. Ashton Kutcher was down the way. The gentleman who wrote the movie Toy Story was there. And we watched Mark pitching. Okay, I pitch, he pitches. And I'll tell you what. Oh my God, when you're face to face with somebody of that type of magnitude and he has access to anybody, and he's living in LA right now, I'm going to tell you what, whether I do this lunch on a Wednesday, a Thursday, or a Friday, whoever's coming into town, plan on staying a couple of days later. And here's why. My goal for you is to already start getting meetings. You're in LA, let's go. Let's go now. And I will be there. I will have my family. Listen, they already know when I'm out in LA, I'm a psycho. I will drop everything. I get invited to go to a back lot. Somebody's filming something. I already spoke to Tanya, who's a really good friend of mine. She manages some really big actors, Grey's Anatomy, Netflix. She's like, oh my God, you're in town. Where can we see each other? I'm like, oh, I'm doing a special lunch. Guys, this is the level that we're working at. Okay. Well, Alicia does not need to be backed up. I've easily spent $500 on lunch with my mom. Yeah, true. And if you don't believe that, go to any restaurant in New York City, type prefix lunch, Columbus Circle, and you'll see they charge $1,000 for lunch. Okay, just for food. And you're not sitting there with somebody who literally can dominate Hollywood. Allie, gonna have animal fries in California? Hell yeah, you know me. Of course I'm gonna go to In-N-Out. I'm going to stop keto for In-N-Out. You know this. Okay, for sure. But guys, I am beyond excited. Again, we're not just going to have Mark there. I'm also going to bring out some very special guests. I'm not going to tell you who's going to be there because I want you to be surprised, but only 10 tickets. Okay, 10 tickets. They're $497. I know we sold 5. I feel like Kaden right now. How many are left? 5. So if anybody here wants one, what was your email for that 4-hour event?
Lauren, I'm talking to you tomorrow, so you and I can talk about that.
Yeah, you do have to be a member of the company in order to do this. So, Oren, good luck to you on your interview. And if you get chosen to be part of the company, then you could do this. This is too big for me to open it to the outside world. Okay. So, Deneen, what do you think? Life changing?
I think that I wish I were going to be there.
Oh, I see. Marianne White just texted me. She's in her circle, right? Oh my God, another person just texted me. Guys, my inner circle are texting me right now. That means I have less seats available. So if you're really serious, I'm serious about helping. So again, you can already tell from my demeanor, I'm not playing. Your career is not a laughing matter to me. I'm going to pull you by your hair and force you to be successful. But I'm telling you right now at this lunch, I want no BS, no drama. I don't want to hear about boyfriends and kids and dogs. I'm going to turn my phone off, put my phone down, unless I'm doing selfies, obviously, or live videos. But you may have to sign a non-disclosure agreement. That's how much we're not playing because we're literally going to unveil Hollywood to you. So none of this, if I bring scripts for anything, if we bring anything, you are not allowed. This is Hollywood. This is really privileged material. So scale 1 to 10, who wants to go to Hollywood with me? Again, this is not the normal VIP event. This is, hey, I'm going to be in LA. And I spoke to Mike and Deneen about it. I said, oh, well, I know there's a lot of talent that would really probably, and I'm not trying to sound conceited, but would really like to go to lunch, especially if I could put something together. So I made some calls and I said, great, we're going to rent out part of Fogo de Chao. I know it's expensive, but you know what? Our talent are the best. I cannot in good faith do an event without having it at like a 5-star restaurant. I'm sorry. And again, knowing the people that we're going to work with, I don't want other people listening. I want a whole space with a door. How much to rent the space in the back? Okay. The space, I'm going to tell you right now, fits 35. The space fits 35. I don't want 35. I want 10. I want 10 and I want the best. I want the best. Okay. I'm literally serving this to you on a silver platter. Literally. So that's what I'm offering. And I'm really excited, Janine. Congratulations, Mike, on the book. We also have the Broadway show. We have the reality show. Oh my God. And there's so much that we're working on. I feel like a Kardashian right now planning all these events. Like, oh, who's getting married this week? Who's having a baby shower? What's happening? But
we also have Debbie Davis here. Can we bring her on for just a couple minutes?
Yeah, of course. Please.
Debbie Davis.
Hi, everyone. Hold on. Hi, everyone. Is there an echo?
It's because you have 2 devices on, it looks like.
My internet's been going on and off all day, so hold on.
Mine too.
There we go.
That should work. Yeah, my internet's been going in and out all day, so I wanted to make sure that I was on this because I was so excited about this when Michael and I were talking about this earlier today. It was just, he was telling this and I was getting goosebumps. I was just so excited about everything that's going on right now.
And Debbie, you got to go to Beverly Hills and sit down with Mark for a show he's working on with Disney, and he let you read. I mean, for those of you guys that don't know, Debbie has her master's in music. Debbie is super accomplished in music. And Debbie, actually, we got to hear the music from the infamous boombox that he brings in when he's pitching to Spielberg.
I
And
was surprised he actually has a boombox.
he legit has a boombox. And Debbie and I got to literally, I didn't sing it, but we had the lyrics. We had the lyrics to the music. So I let Debbie, Miss Music, do a whole entire, like, she
went
went over the riffs and
I was just
literally, she's
awe
like,
what
"Need to
he
cry."
created. And he's handing me these lyrics, and I'm reading them, going and listening to the music on the boombox, going, "Oh my god, I understand why he's the pitchman of Hollywood." It was such a thrill, and and he's such a nice man. He was so cordial and inviting, and he opened up, something that nobody else knew about. He had just pitched it when you and I got to hear that.
Yeah, and remember, I went to take a selfie of you and I, and he said, "Please don't do it because my lyrics are here." And he was afraid somebody was going to zoom in and steal it.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to be signing non-disclosure agreements. I'm right, especially if you're working on this type of level. So I'm really excited. So for those of you guys that are part of VIP Ignite that want to go to Hollywood, again, you have the link.
Yeah,
scheduled.
so if you want to go to Hollywood, click on that link or type the link in. I've put it in all of the groups. Also, if you want to have us work on your manifesto, I highly recommend you take advantage of that, because let me tell you something. We had the team work on my manifesto, and every time I read it, I'm like, wow, how did you get the essence of who I am? So make sure that if you want to have us work on your manifesto, click on that link or type in the link. I'm so used to being on Zoom, guys. My cheese would move tonight too. But then also, if you want to go to New York City, we only have a couple more spots available. So make sure that you definitely schedule an interview for either for tomorrow or for Friday, because we only have so many spots in New York. The beauty of being a part of our events is not only the people that you get to meet and the photos and all of that, but we do keep them to a pretty small number, because our goal is for you to actually have the opportunity to meet with everyone at the event. So definitely make sure that you type in the link. Make sure you get yourself scheduled.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I know. I'm really excited because Michael was just telling me he's going to be working on my manifesto too. So, and he's going to do that for me tomorrow, and I'm like, I'm so excited about that. And I know people that are going to New York are going to be really excited about what we're doing there, especially with the stuff that we're doing with the reality stuff. And you know how good of a magic maker. Those of you that know me know I'm really good at magic. So if you really, really want to go to Miami, I might be able to talk Michael into opening up 1 or 2 spots. Maybe. But you have to talk to us. So you have to schedule.
Yeah.
Miami's going to be great. I have a really good friend who works with Oscar de la Renta. He's the head of casting for Oscar, and he worked with Scarlett Johansson in Paris when she did her whole, I think it was a Chanel campaign. He's worked with Blake Lively. We also have a gentleman who works with Camila Cabello. He's the head of her team. We have Pitbull's guy. So oh my God.
Oh, he's fabulous.
Miami's going to be hot. No, and W, you better bring sunscreen. Janine.
No, I'm just staying out of the sun. I'm just staying out of the sun. I don't go into the sun. But, if somebody really...
I have pictures of Janine bright red like a tomato.
Okay, can I defend myself for a moment?
No.
Okay. There is no defense for not using sunscreen. Always make sure you're slathered in sunscreen. But we were going out for a photo shoot for an hour. We were there for 4 hours on South
Where was
Beach.
the photo shoot, Janine?
On
At
South
the
Beach.
In the water. Our
Yeah.
talent, he was like Sports Illustrated with the hair coming back, wearing the bathing suit with the splashes. And Janine and I are in the sand holding the cameras for the photographers and the lenses. And we're like,
so
now I
look like this.
I can use a whole bottle of sunscreen, a hat, and a long sleeves, and I'll still burn. So
Well,
I just
in my mind, I'm still
Debbie,
still
Debbie,
funny.
But if somebody really wants to jumpstart the career, because we want everybody to be successful, we want everybody to have the best materials. We want you to put your best foot forward. Schedule so we can help you, because I tell this to people all the time. If you don't communicate with us so we can figure out what you need, we can't help you. And then you're like doggy paddling in the water, just trying to stay afloat.
That's true.
To reiterate what Michael said earlier, also, if you are a part of VIP Ignite and Truth Management already, Linktree is not optional, it's mandatory. When we are in New York City, even when we're in Miami, for those of you who are on here right now, that's how you're going to give your resume. That's how you're going to give everything is via Linktree. Okay, so that's not optional anymore. It's mandatory. Same thing with the manifesto. It's mandatory. So if you are a part of VIP Ignite or Truth Management, either make sure that you know that you are 100% certain on how to do the manifesto, or use that link to schedule, because we will work on it with you for you. Our team is ready.
And there's no excuse not to have it. Everybody knows how bad I am with social media. I do not like it. Even I have a link tree.
Yeah. There you go. That
Okay,
there.
Yeah, that's true.
That's our testimonial.
Okay,
I hate social media. I don't deal with it. I don't do social media. I have a link tree.
So
crazier things have happened. Okay, so they're going to schedule with the link, and I'm getting text messages. Guys, if you're texting me, I'm not going to remember, and here's why. Okay, not like this is hangover. I'm not drunk or anything, but if I'm looking at your text and I'm reading it, I'm going to forget to respond, and then the tickets are going to be gone. Do you understand? So as much as I love you texting me, Marjorie Cleveland and everybody else, don't text me. Just schedule with the link, because I know that if you schedule with the link, you're going to be able to get a ticket. Because if you text me and I read it, then I'm going to be, the a-hole that doesn't respond in a timely manner because you didn't schedule that appointment. And Debbie's going to call going, hey, I saw we have 9 tickets sold. 1 is left. I'm going to offer it to this person. And Debbie's going to call me, or Denise, and we're going to talk about it for every single interview. Because some of you, I would be very scared to let you go into a room for 4 hours with Mark Schoenfeld, especially if you're not ready. Because I don't want you thinking this is going to be Disneyland. You want Disneyland? Go to Anaheim. You want to get career? You go to Beverly Hills with us. Okay. That's where the power players are. So as long as you schedule, you're scheduling for New York, you're scheduling for Miami, you're scheduling for
Manifesto,
and you're scheduling for Beverly Hills. They always say don't make more than one offer. Miami, New York, Manifesto, Beverly Hills. That's 4. Okay. Some of you guys may say, I want all 4. Cool. Okay. Some of you may say, I just want the manifesto for 197. Cool. If I were you, think about it. First impressions are everything. With an amazing manifesto, think about it. Life changing.
Roxanne, you can email me or send me a DM, and I'll talk to you about the manifesto. Can one of you mute? I'm not sure. One of you has a high pitch.
I think it's Alicia, because it was happening when she was talking.
Okay.
Alicia, say something.
Hello.
There's something going on with your microphone. I don't know.
But again, if you guys, we're not dropping the link. If you need it, it's there. bit.ly/New York City Live. Schedule. That way we can talk to you about your options and what we're doing. Again, the Hollywood is only for people that are talent with us, that are doing other things. So if you want to go to Hollywood, you need to schedule with us, and we can get you on track for something.
All right. So does anyone have any questions? If you have any questions, type them in the comments. The sound is back. You can hear me? I don't hear the high pitch. I felt like I was in like a horror movie there for a second.
No, I heard it too.
I think it was you, Alicia.
It's you, Alicia.
I've never been told to shut up before. Thank you, Debbie.
Well, it's not that we want you to shut up. It's just the internet is speaking. I'm sorry.
No, it's a high-pitched buzz, and we can barely hear you. You're very inaudible.
Can you hear me now?
No.
Should I log off and come back?
I'm muting you. Sorry.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
But...
Mark the day and time. Alicia has been muted.
Guys, it was really nice working with you.
I'm sorry, Alicia. It was there.
I'm gonna log off and come right back.
Okay. All right. So again, to reiterate, no matter if you want your if you want us to work on your manifesto, schedule. If you want to go to Miami, schedule. If you want to go to New York, schedule. If you want to go to Hollywood, schedule. But also, I'm going to put in this disclaimer as well. Don't schedule just to talk to us. Schedule because you're able to move forward with one of these things, because it's very important that you are able to commit, because again, we only have so many spots available for Hollywood, for Miami, for New York. So make sure that you are able to take action. Okay. So we have time slots open tomorrow. We have time slots open on Friday. And Roxanne, I already told you just to reach out to me directly, because you're like my biggest fan on the DMs in the Facebook. So all right.
Yeah, and you need to schedule soon, because I mean, I know slots are filling up and I've got people texting me right now. So
again, don't text anyone. I'm going to reiterate one more time. Texting Debbie doesn't count. Texting Alicia doesn't count. Texting me doesn't count. The only way that you're guaranteed is that's because it's bit.ly, Tina. bit.ly /NY City Live. But again, texting us doesn't count. Where I would love for them just to delete their text messages. You have to schedule through the bit.ly link. All right. All right. I think that's everything that we have this evening. Do either of you have anything else to add? This has been great. We've been here for 2.5. You have something to add? Okay, Alicia.
Yeah, Nadia, make sure you schedule with the link. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
I'm talking to her right now.
Okay, good.
I'm texting her, yeah.
Because I have people texting me. I'm like, don't text me. Not saying I don't love you. For those of you guys that have my phone number, you know I'm all about the texting because it's immediate. But then you know what I do? I take a screenshot and I send it to Debbie. Guys, Debbie runs everything. I may be the voice. I may be the one doing the presentations on the thing. But when it comes to like asking, hey, what's going on with the events? Debbie literally, I go to Debbie for all of that.
The stuff behind me is all color coded for a reason.
So sometimes Debbie and I battle it out, you know, because I'm very much in your face, but Debbie's the one with the rhyme and the reason, and she'll figure out. There are no payment plans for Hollywood, by the way. It's $497.
There are no payment plans for the manifesto either.
Yeah, it's $197. We're not breaking that up because our merchant account, anything we run less than $100, they charge us like double the interest. So we're not. It's $197, one payment. Okay. So for those of you guys that want to go to Hollywood, it's $497. And you're paying for it in full because there's only 10 spots. If you can't afford it, then you don't go.
Anna's laughing at us as if
Anna, you know. I can call out sick and let her do this. Okay. No, for real, she could. And I think she'd be a nicer me. Okay. So Christine Harding may be in LA during that time. Oh my God, that's so exciting. I did call Noreen today or yesterday, and I told her I was going to be out there. And she should be out there. I didn't talk to her about this though, because this just kind of happened. All right. So for those of you guys that are texting me right now, again, and you're on here.
Oh,
really? There's the link.
Let me add something, and then I think we're pretty much coming to the end.
I can't believe Debbie's still on it. 10:30 at night.
Is following directions. And we're literally asking you to use that link. So guys, please show us that you're worthy of going to Hollywood to hang out with Mark Schoenfeld. Awesome. All right. I think this has been great. Did you guys learn something tonight? Give it up for Mike. I want you guys to give it up for Mike. Because the information he gave you guys tonight was invaluable. I saw some people asking, where can I catch the replay? It's in all of the Facebook groups. I'm going to keep it in there for a couple days. I'm guessing like by Monday, I'll probably take it down, but Mike might be nicer. Maybe he'll be like, oh, it's Independence Day. Give them until Tuesday. I'm not sure, but we're going to be, the link is, this live is not going to be here forever. So if you want to take action, I highly recommend you take action as soon as possible. Everyone in wherever you're watching this, whichever Facebook group, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this wherever, drop in a thank you, Michael, for all of the information. He will go through and see all of those, but just thank him. Everyone go through and thank Alicia for coming up with the idea to do a power lunch in freaking Hollywood with Mark Schoenfeld. Everyone thank Debbie for keeping our train running because she really keeps us on the rails. So this has been awesome. But if you have any questions, drop us a comment in the Facebook groups, wherever you're watching this. And then also, if you want access to that chat guide that Michael shared with you guys earlier, this is what you need to do. What you need to do is you need to go into one of the groups and you need to leave a testimonial about tonight. Like, what did you learn? And I'm asking you to write it out. I'm not asking you to do a video. I want you to literally write it out and then come back to one of these feeds and do #chat. The best one to do that in is actually in the Bootcamp group, because that's where our VA lives. And that's when she sees the word #chat, she'll know to send you that guide. Okay. So leave us a testimonial, come back here, #chat, and then we'll leave you that guide. But last chance to schedule, also bit.ly/NY City Live. And we'll see you in Hollywood, in Miami, in New York, talking about your manifestos, but we're really excited. All right. Anything else, Alicia? Debbie?
I'm just excited to come out of like the mute box over here.
We're
I
glad.
still can't believe 2 things happened tonight, and I want you all to write this down. One, Debbie Davis is on a call at 10:30 at night. You guys don't know. Debbie Davis gets up early in the morning because Debbie stayed at my house before, and I'm like, is she up? Like, what is going on here? She's always up, and she's showered by like 6 a.m. Debbie starts her day. She starts answering all of her messages at 6 a.m. Not even kidding. I've lived with her for like short periods of time between Hollywood, New York, Miami. She stayed at my house. Remember that one time during the hurricane? She couldn't leave. And Kaden and I are like, every time we thought she was going to leave, Kaden was so excited Aunt Debbie was going to stay. She gets up at 6 a.m. So if you guys start seeing emails at 6 a.m., that's Debbie Davis, because that's when she literally works till 9 o'clock at night, and she doesn't respond to messages sometimes till the next morning. So for those of you guys emailing her or emailing me right now, there's the link. Schedule a meeting to talk to us. Okay.
Okay. So Marjorie Cleveland is confused about the chat. I'm going to give you guys instructions one more time. And I've been up since like 6 a.m. myself. So this is the last time I'm giving these instructions. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to leave a testimonial. You're going to write something about what you learned tonight on this wrap-up call. After you do that, you're going to come back to one of these lives, preferably the one in the Bootcamp group, and you're going to do #chat. When my VA sees #chat, they are going to send you the prompts that Michael promised you. So we're making you jump through just a little bit of a hoop to get your prompts. So leave a testimonial, come back here, #chat, and then what we'll do on this live, I think I'm being very specific. Let me try. Am I being specific enough? And then when you do that, and when we see that on one of these lives, what we'll do then is send you the link to the prompts that Michael shared with you earlier. All right. Got it? If you got it, type got it in the comments. I want to make sure everyone's got it. Okay. All right, guys. I think this has been awesome. I love these wrap-up calls. Alicia, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. Can everybody here do me a big favor? If you scheduled and you want to go to Hollywood, I need you to email me right now and just put in the subject line Hollywood. Because Deneen, I only have 10 spots, and I know we sold 5, but I see a bunch of people scheduled for Friday, and I also see a bunch of people scheduled for tomorrow. So pretty much whoever scheduled for Friday won't have a spot. So I need to know who out of my inner circle or who is part of VIP Ignite that's scheduled for Friday. So if I have to up it just for the inner circle, because the inner circle, when they're spending that much money to be part of the inner circle, if they want to network, I've got to make sure, because I have to sign the contract tomorrow. I have to sign the contract tomorrow for Fogo de Chao. They're giving me like a whole space in the back with closed doors. I feel like I'm planning a wedding. So I have to have an accurate head count tomorrow. So if you are emailing me, I don't need a whole like disrotation in the email. Just put in the subject line Hollywood. So I know your name, and then I can mark on the spreadsheet. And when I say me, on Debbie's spreadsheet, and she's going to color code it, but I need to know who's scheduled just to go to Hollywood. Okay.
I actually already have the spreadsheet
Because I
set
feel
up
like I'm
already.
planning a wedding. I need an accurate head count.
I've
What?
already done the spreadsheet, so all I have to do
Of
is
course
fill
you
in.
have. I just came up with it and Debbie's already implementing it. This is how it works. All right. You scheduled for tomorrow, man? Good. Ada, tomorrow? Good. So just email me and just put Hollywood. You don't need to type a whole thing. Just put Hollywood so I know, and I could literally go through and I could send them all to Debbie. And then that way we have an accurate list. Trust the process. See the color binders behind Debbie. You know she's crazy, Carl. You know.
I have more down here next to my other computer, also color coded.
God bless America. We all need a Debbie in our lives to be organized. All right, guys. We've given you very clear instructions. We are very excited. This is going to be amazing.
Yep.
You're going to FaceTime me from Beverly Hills, right, Alicia? Since I'm not going to be there. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Just making sure. All right, guys. If we don't have anything else, I think we're good to go. I can't wait to see so many of you guys. I'm going to be talking to a couple of you tomorrow. I can't wait.
Oh, yeah. And I just did a big call last night, Deneen. I did a huge open call, and I know everybody's scheduled for tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be crazy. So bear with I can't even speak. Bear with us if we're running a couple of minutes late. I promise you we're going to hop on the Zoom. So if you scheduled, again, I promise you we're going to be on tomorrow and Friday are going to be a really heavy day because we're still finishing from the boot camp, from open call, and now everybody wants Manifesto, Miami, New York, or Hollywood.
It's going to be a big coffee kind of day. I can't wait.
Yeah.
All right, guys, this has been awesome. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here on the StreamYard. I love you guys. Have a great night. Thank you for being here. Make sure that you post your testimonial. Like, what did you learn? #chat. We want to get you the prompts for ChatGPT ASAP, but you have to take action.
ChatGPT ASAP.
All right, guys.
AI. What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Yeah,
We're like, we're stop that right now, Miss
K. Robot.
Stop it right now. Okay. On that note, we're definitely going. Debbie's like, we're done, finished.
No, this is stop. This is stop and sign language.
Stop. We've been stopped by Debbie Davis. All right, guys, have a great night. We will see you very soon.
Bye-bye. Bye, Carl. Bye,
Oren.
Good luck on your interview. Oren lives in Alaska, I think, right?
Yep, I get to talk to him tomorrow evening. All right, bye, guys. Have a good night.
Bye, bro. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
I'm going to hang up. No, you hang up.